It's the 7th time that Tim Hortons Brier has been contested in Calgary, Alberta, the 86th edition of the Tim Hortons Brier. The boys from the Sioux kicked off their 2015 Brier with a win. Brad Jacobs and the Olympic champs never trailed, defeating Quebec in Draw 1. Northern Ontario is one of the favorites at Calgary. Would you bet against them? Kevin Cooey left Team Canada at the end of last season. He went out and put together a team full of gold medalists and Brier winners. Alberta will have the crowd behind them this morning for Draw 3 at the Tim Hortons Brier. We are in southern Alberta. There is the Scotiabank Saddledome, home of the Calgary Flames, and of course the Men's National Curling Championship this week, the Tim Hortons Brier. Let's go back. Last night, day 1, Draw 2, very entertaining game against Alberta and BC. Kevin Cooey throwing final stones, and this is a mistake we're not used to seeing.
Well, it was a really big weight shot. That's what he's known for. Just put it out, and it does not come back.
So that was a steal of 2 for Jimmy Cotter. However, in 10, this was Cooey's first, and this is what we're used to seeing from him.
Well, it is. The crowd was waiting all night to erupt. Jim Cotter coming a little bit deep. Bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden, Kevin Cooey's back.
Cotter was forced to make a great freeze draw. Cooey made the run back, scored 2 to force an extra end. So, final stone in 11 for Jim Cotter.
And there really wasn't much of a draw. He had to get to the lid, so elects to play the double tap, needs to get that red stone out, and does need to stick around.
Not often do we see 12 ends in curling, but this rock, if it spills out, we go to 12. It's stuck around. That's a win for BC. Keep in mind, Jim Cotter was the runner-up at the Brier last year. So let's update the scores for you. BC over Alberta, 8-7. Saskatchewan, Steve Laycock on the board with a win, 7-4 over Team Manitoba. Ontario getting by PEI, 8-7. New Brunswick with their first win, a 6-5 win over Jamie Cooey. So it's early, but there's the standings. Everyone on the left, obviously, with the win. And one thing that stands out on the right, certainly Manitoba off to an 0-2 start. Come on inside the Saddledome. Hi, everybody. Brian Mudryk, joined by Kathy Gauthier. Of course, we're in Stampede country, and these two skips, it's certainly not their first rodeo, or our first rodeo for that matter. Let's start with Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs really kick-started his career in Edmonton 2013 with that Brier title, then an Olympic gold medal as well, and now he's back for more glory.
Well, and he is really experienced, and I was a little bit surprised yesterday. Some really great numbers for Brad Jacobs and his third, Ryan Fry. The front end struggled. They're in 9th and 11th. I know it's only one game. That's not what we're used to seeing. Start early, get the end set up well.
In 2010, Kevin Cooey really came out of the shadow of Kevin Martin in Alberta, wins his first Brier in a World Championship. Kevin won another title last year. But Cooey's now back with a brand new team, and it brings new questions.
Well, it does. We all wondered about the chemistry. That is so important at any level. And last night, 63% for Kevin Cooey going into that big shot we showed you. Needs to make a lot more shots and feel confident about the ice.
So they're a pair of former champions going head-to-head. The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures. It is a pair of former Brier champions. It's Sunday morning. First Rock next from Calgary.
Northern Ontario are your Canadian men's curling champions.
So many great names have been on that trophy, and we're going to be doing everything we possibly can in order to get our names on that trophy again.
I don't see any reason why we can't get there. I mean, it's probably the toughest field for a Brier I've been to. I think if we play up to our ability, we'll be in the hunt, and that's all you can ask for.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Glad you're watching our coverage. Tim Hortons Brier on this Sunday morning. Here's a look at the games. Ontario taking on Quebec. Marquine, Team Ontario here for the very first time. Newfoundland and Labrador. Brad Gushue will take on Team Canada and John Morris. First time we've had Team Canada at this event. Time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Jacobs, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Ryan Harnden. Our second is EJ Harnden. Our third is Ryan Fry. And we curl out of Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooey, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Ben Hebert, second Brent Lang, third Mark Kennedy, and we curl out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Alberta.
This should be a great matchup. Team Alberta has the Yellowstones this morning. Team Northern Ontario throwing the Red Rocks. It was Brad Jacobs and his team from the Sioux winning the draw to the button, so they have the hammer to get us going. The lead for Team Alberta, Ben Hebert.
Normally lots. Normally lots. I don't think so, Brent.
Well, I think that what's going to be really telling is Kevin Cooey's first 2 stones in this end. Alberta only playing 1 game, then started at a 93% game. So as we talked about in the opening, Brian, there was no difficulty for the front 3. It was a confidence factor for Kevin last night.
Stay control.
Normal. Normal, he said. Okay.
So right away, that stone enters the paint, and Olympic gold medalist Ryan Harnden
Clean. Yep.
will play the hit.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ryan in 11th place after the first draw. And there's a lot of those yesterday that I saw were just a little bit of ticks and rubs, and those will get you 4 or 0 depending on whether you get by guards.
Yep. Whoa, off. Right off, Mark. Never.
First morning draw, an opportunity for the teams to learn what the ice will be like. This is a very cold building we have found. We talked to Jamie, you and I, walking in this morning about the ice. He's got the vents going at the higher levels to make sure that the building stays cool, but that it does not blow onto the ice. And so these are things that they need to do to keep the ice as consistently, or as consistent as they can.
Jamie Barassa, the head ice maker here in Calgary.
Let it curl a bit.
It's heavy.
Oh, let it curl.
Easy. Ah.
Really is, though, Kathy, incredible, the evolution of this team and Brad Jacobs. 2012, they came together as a team in Saskatoon, that 5-6 record. A year later in Edmonton, came out of that 3-4 game. Only 2 teams actually have ever done that, come out of the 3-4 game and going to win the Brier. And we're looking at them. Kevin Cooey, of course, with a different squad, did that in 2010. And Brad Jacobs accomplishing that in Edmonton in 2013.
Well, and they just got better and better after that, Brian. Every time we saw them, the Jacobs team was looking for ways to improve their game, get more fit, find any tool that they could to make them stronger. And now it's a tougher part. You've been to the top, you were at the top. Trying to stay at the top is often more difficult than to get there in the first place.
I really thought that was a testament, too, at the Scotties, and Jennifer Jones, perfect at the Olympics, gold medal. You could think maybe they take the foot off the gas a little bit, and they were absolutely fantastic in Moose Jaw.
Shot each.
A lot of pride, too, when you talk about Northern Ontario. When they won in Edmonton, that ended a 28-year drought for the people up north. And I know, talking to the guys and getting to know them, they take a lot of pride in representing their area.
Oh, for sure. And this running it up and down is a little bit of an indication of, for Alberta, just being unsettled, and for Brad not wanting to push it. For Kevin, really wants to be comfortable and perhaps just wants to have an end where he runs them up and down. That is not typical Kevin Cooey. Usually he likes to go early. But coming off a pretty shaky game, sometimes you just want to kind of get the energy out first end and then go in the second.
Thinking that can't roll out.
Mark Kennedy, a 90% game last night. So much conversation about Mark moving up to third, but he has made that transition so seamlessly. Such a great player.
It's incredible with Mark. Year after year, Brier after Brier, whatever the event, you can always expect to see him in the top 2 or 3 position when it comes to percentages, no matter what position he's playing, second or third.
Well, and Ryan Fry was brilliant in that game yesterday, that opening draw at 91%, but within that 91%, the degree of difficulty of so many of his shots would have been very, very high.
You do realize, Kathy, that this is a very special event for us as well.
This would be our marriage right after the...
This would be our 6-year anniversary
Oh my gosh, where's my gift?
of calling mornings. I was looking for mine, thank you. Our first Brier together was 2009 right here in Calgary.
Is that right?
That's true.
It shows how much I think
your memory's great. Wow. You're playing senior curling now, right, Kathy?
Oh, dear. 6 years. Wow.
Time flies.
It only feels like 20. That's been great. Well, there were 2 options on that last shot, and I think that Kevin Cooey indicated by making that shot selection that he's just not interested in going this morning. With that stone out of the house, he could have elected to go around and try to force Northern Ontario to make some shots, but just wants to keep it very simple.
Ryan Fry will bang it on the nose. And now the first look at our skips this morning as Kevin Cooey settles in. The one real cool thing about the format change, Kathy, and having a Team Canada, you have 2 teams, not only from Alberta and Alberta, but you have 2 teams from Calgary playing out of the Glencoe, and the crowd support absolutely electric so far, and it's early, but it's been really loud and exciting to be in the building.
It has lots and lots of energy, no question about it.
Yeah, eh? No, that's actually the only turn we throw. Staying away from that intern.
Well, there's an interesting comment from Ryan Fry over shoulder to Brent Lang. It was the intern that Kevin Cooey struggled with over and over. It was interesting. I was actually wondering if he would throw the intern on that wide open hit just to give himself a little bit of confidence. Showing yet again that these teams watch each other very, very closely.
Good. You got to roll.
Yep.
Nose hit will allow Northern Ontario to blank easily, and so that got a roll comment down the ice to Kevin, letting him know that he does need to make contact with 3/4 of the stone.
Never.
And Kevin will roll to a different path. It's been an absolute dream few years for Brad Jacobs too. Wins that Brier title, wins Olympic gold, gets married to his fiancée Shauna, and now they have a beautiful baby girl, Camille, back home, and they'll both be coming to watch Dad here compete at the Brier.
We talked to Brad at the Canada Cup and the Continental Cup, and he was just so excited about becoming a dad, and a month ago he did. Life changes. And there's the blank.
So a wide open first end here in Calgary. It's a battle of 2 former champions. We're back after this. Welcome back to our coverage here at the Tim Hortons Brier. Update time, Ontario and Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard, a former champion, of course, winning the Brier in 2006, taking on a Brier rookie in Mark Keane out of Ontario here for the very first time. He won his opener against PEI, and Kathy, a great chance for a good start here, drawing for 2.
Well, it is. Jean-Michel Menard tried to make the double on his final stone, only got 1, and so paint will do for 2.
And if the young man guiding it in looks familiar, that happens to be someone from the Howard clan who is here. Scott Howard is here at his first ever Brier as a competitor. Of course, was with Dad Glenn for a few years as an alternate. Welcome back to our feature matchup between Northern Ontario and Alberta. Jacobs versus Cooey. A blank in the first end. So it is Northern Ontario with hammer once again here in the second.
Well, and obviously Northern Ontario ready to go now with that stone at the top of the forefoot, ignoring it, throwing the corner guard. And so the game is on.
Be all there. It is all
I was
there.
walking over the other night after the opening banquet with Ben Hebert, having a chat, and he talked about not only being excited to play in this building, Brian, but just the bonus of being at home, not having to fly someplace, just driving their cars to the hotel and staying there. It really does wear at you when you have all the travel. We talk about Adam Casey and his team not being able to get out of Charlottetown, having to drive to Halifax, sleep on the floor in the airport just to get here. You come here tired.
Yeah, me too. Hack. Yeah.
And the other thing, Kathy, and you can look at it as a bonus or maybe not, depending on how you view it, but you know what? They come out of Alberta and they win the province. They get the reps in. And the nice thing, too, about that is you're home, family around, everything is normal to you, the surroundings are there, instead of getting acclimatized to whether it is a time change. We live in an amazing country, Kath, but...
And that was very much the story of yesterday. And the numbers, of course, on a shot like that won't be very high, but in some cases it really is a skip error. That was a judgment call about when it was going to break.
I think we got it. So we're up. Same as last night.
Caught Northern Ontario yesterday and so far this morning.
It should be good. Halfway.
Mine looks better.
Second, Brent Lang, of course, played with Glenn Howard for years. Great success out of Ontario, now representing Alberta.
Got a curl. You got to finish it. Hard. Yep. Come on. Hard, never off.
Trying to get that stone to the center line and cap off that rock in the top four.
And there you see Newfoundland and Labrador taking on Team Canada. They had a blank as well, so they're underway in the second end. Brad Gushu has the hammer in too.
Hair more. Hair more.
EJ trying to run that stone just thrown by Brent back and pick off the shot stone.
Hard. Whoa. Straight up, straight up, straight up. Oh, no.
Same throw.
Had a chance to catch up with Brent at the Scotties and Moose Jaw and have a chat with him. Of course, he was very excited about competing in the Brier and watching his fiancée, Jennifer Jones,
2/3, little tighter.
win another Scotties title. Of course, they're
good.
proud parents as
Weight's
well,
good. Little
having a
tighter.
new baby girl.
Room. Oh.
Looks perfect.
Lights.
Looks perfect.
I know. Still got it.
Slow.
No, lights.
No, line's fine.
Nope.
Doesn't need to curl.
Well, for Brent, he's got a new role on this team. He's used to throwing in that second position, but in order to preserve two of the best brushers in the game together, Ben Hebert and Mark Kennedy, they've moved Brent into the house to call line and to work with Kevin, and that's an adjustment for both of them. For Brent, the position, and for Kevin, just another new person to work with.
EJ run it back, get them both. Yes, he does. Nice shot.
Well, and that was the risk of coming in a little bit deep. The tighter you are, the shorter those runs, the higher the odds that the opponent's going to make those stones. Nicely thrown by EJ.
And for entertainment factor, that's the one great thing about watching both these teams. They have those high-powered deliveries and pushes and kicks, and they can make those big weight shots look pretty easy.
Mark, a little heavy, bud.
Oh, never.
Close.
Clean. No. Yes. Whoa, no. I got
Hard.
Kevin, go, Kevin, go.
Hard,
Go.
keep going.
Good. Shot, Mark.
He's trying to get him to roll behind one or the other of the guards. You can see partially open to options.
I think you run that and clear the front.
Yeah, I try to move it off of here. I agree.
So you can try to go through the hole, but if you go through the hole, you're going to roll out, and that will leave your opponent opportunities. And so trying to also open up the front so that Brad will have a shot on his very last.
Ryan Fry banged the red. He'll just miss the yellow back four, but does open it up.
Red.
Yep. Probably right here, right?
Guard again. That's fine too.
Nice and tight. Yeah, gotta be tight, I think. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. What's the priority here? Guarding that one or being tight to the house?
Both.
Both. Yeah, you gotta be tight. You gotta be good.
Come on, Mark.
So he has no draw through there, right?
What do you like, this or this? Both.
High expectations. But this would be the guy for the job, Mark Kennedy.
No, he is very much a perfectionist.
Like the speed.
Not in.
And they want to have it tight to ensure that there is no draw for Brad Jacobs. At this point, if you throw a long guard, they can play the run back on one of their own, and then you don't have a way in.
Line's perfect.
Hard.
Is there any adjustment at all for Kevin to ice a left-handed thrower? Mark's so good, we know that. But is there any adjustment, or is that pretty standard?
For sure there is. You know, he's not obviously coming at the stone the same as Kevin does. They have very different throws. They're coming out of different hacks. And so that is part of the adjustment for this Alberta team.
No.
Make him come this way.
Make it and roll. I don't like staying right there.
Nope.
Way off the line.
Okay.
Nothing both times.
It's amazing how busy the lives of these guys have changed since winning that Olympic gold medal. Ryan Fry, for example, was at a charity event in Toronto and a little bit under the weather and not feeling good, yet taking the time for the photos with the medal and meeting people. Just incredible, winning that Olympic gold, just a life changer in a good way, in a positive way, obviously.
I didn't throw that very hard.
No, for the rest of your life, you are an Olympian.
Yeah, that's true. Right?
Pretty special.
Yeah, I think so, Kev. No, it's the same as your draw.
You heard Kevin Cooey talk about how tough the field is off the top. Pretty incredible. The last three Olympic gold medalists coming from Canada, and you have members of each of those teams competing at this year's Brier.
It's very strong. We've talked a lot about that amongst ourselves and with Vic and Cheryl and Russ in just trying to figure out in advance what would be the key games and who needs to be where. And it is really close on so many levels amongst the teams.
There's that front end working. Kennedy Hebert trying to drag it to that center line.
Now, these guys are brilliant, not only in their judging, and that goes for both of the front ends that we talk about today. This is why they kept those two together.
All you get, Mark. All you get. All you get, Mark. Go,
It's funny, too. Benny had a good run at the Ford Hot Shots, and who did he choose to sweep? The Harnden brothers.
No, that's they contribute so much more than their rock throwing on these teams.
Well,
Brilliant, brilliant.
Let's just get through the hole. So that we don't. It's going to do what it does.
So here's our first look at not just peel weight, trying to get through that hole. From this angle, it looks pretty big, but you always have to take the stones and move them equal with each other. So move that yellow one on your own sight line at home right beside the red, and that hole gets smaller. And that's what Brad Jacob faces.
So goal one, obviously, Kathy, get through, hit the stone in the house, but if you wreck on the front, that's all right, too. Try open it up.
Yeah, you don't want to wreck on the outside one, the corner one. Not only does that leave you a run, but it's the center one that would give you more trouble.
No trouble at all. Right through the port, rolls, back four, shot stone.
Very nice.
Good job, Brad.
I guess that's the nice thing. If you can throw that big-time weight, you take the curl out of it, don't you?
You do. On this ice with these rocks, it will not move from where you let it go.
Not like the guard. I mean, if you get through the hole, your weight's really irrelevant. You're going to get to this one.
Yeah. I mean, if I miss
In the hole, he's playing the shot we just played.
That's fine.
Then he's line one buried.
Oh, I guess.
I mean, this is a tougher shot.
I think it's easier with back eight.
Back 8.
Okay, let's make this.
And there really isn't much of a hole as you look at that out-turn shot.
Went from a back 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little extra over draw.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Back 8, yeah.
I mean, I can throw draw, but it's whatever gets through there.
So in-turn draw through the port, Kathy?
Wants to throw enough to just tap it back a little bit. The other thing about throwing that little bit of extra weight is it's more predictable. The less you throw, the draw really snaps when it gets to that break point. So at this point now that he's let go, it will all be about line.
Back 8.
Right now it's on that red guard. It's got to move.
Back 8. No. No.
Got to move quick now.
Right off.
Trying.
Got to get by that red stone. Got to curl up, and it will not.
Sweet.
Wait, look close.
And leaving after last night, that will be frustration.
You got both sides. Whatever one you think's easiest.
Which one do you think's easiest?
He's got that little bit of a set all the time with that turn, and it's just, it caught him last night, and it certainly caught him on that shot.
Yeah, I like it. Let's go, T.
Draw the buttons. What's that? Draw the button speed. Yeah. Okay.
And one of the other things that Kevin did in not making that shot is he opened up that hole a little bit more, and so it's an easier path for Brad Jacobs.
So after a blank in 1, final stone here in 2, Brad Jacobs.
Just line, I think.
A drop for a pair.
You're getting me tight. Yep. Rope. 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 Line's good. Rope. Wait only. Backing. No backing.
Yeah, we don't need backing.
Okay. Just let me
T-line.
Play. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Great tosses, Brad.
He's through the hole, and he's finding paint.
Thanks.
Great start for the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi, Northern Ontario, on the board. A 2-0 advantage here in Calgary. Kathy, I think a key matchup this morning is at the skip position, and so far advantaged that guy when it comes to a key shot.
Well, it really was. You know, Kevin Cooey, we know he's sort of feeling tentative after last night. That yellow guard, that was his first shot. Doesn't quite get over, gives Brad Jacobs the opportunity to find the way through the hole. He does, rolls inside. Kevin Cooey can't follow him down, leads to a 2. Not only is that a great shot, it takes all the momentum away from your opponent.
The key shot brought to you by Scotty's, Canada's favorite brand of facial tissue.
Real tight.
And that key shot was key. Set up a nice 2 for Northern Ontario as they lead here at the Tim Hortons Brier, day 2 of our coverage right here on TSN.
Wait. Okay, room. Still room.
Really got it curl.
Easy. Needs to curl.
Ryan. Yep.
Keep it going, Fry. Yep.
Line's great now.
Line's good. Keep it
going,
Yep.
Ryan.
Yep.
Hard, Fry. Go.
Trying to get the guard to the line, and on the other side,
Keep going.
there's that huge finish as the weight comes off.
Sweet, boys.
A few great matchups, Kathy, on the ice this morning, including over on Sheet D, Newfoundland and Labrador taking on Team Canada. Brad Gushue has always said the one thing missing from his resume is a Brier title. Off to a pretty good start here against Team Canada.
Well, he's got a great opportunity here. He was lying 3 buried. John Morris tried the really big weight shot, got only 1 removed, and so this is a draw for 3.
They always say every Batman needs a Robin. Well, Brad's got Robin back because Mark Nichols, you'll see him in the house calling line. Lovely draw. As that combination is back playing together once again. And there's 3 on the board, so a great start for Brad Gushue.
Tell me a bit here, Pete. Speed's good here. You get.
Got room. Clean. Room. Top 12, guys. Clean.
Line's good.
Room. Line's good. Room. Room. Room.
It's great.
Room. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Right up.
It's not there. It's not
Right
there.
up hard. Right up hard. Get around that.
I don't think we want it. He's in the double.
They're so close. He's got a double peel no matter what.
Go right onto ours.
Yeah, it does. Or you play the same shot I just played.
That might not be bad either.
Try it like this.
Yeah.
This just comes.
Right in the middle, Langer.
Okay.
Out turn. Just hit this. This one's a little higher. Heel.
It's funny you talk about the lineup change, Kathy. These are the shots that Mark Kennedy usually absolutely lives for.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, he does. And for Brent, wants to hit the one on the center line side first, really thin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice shot.
Good,
Well
Brent.
done.
That's fine.
Got a little bit too much of that. Was hoping to peel both of those.
Yeah.
What do you guys like?
How much separation?
So if that stone curls a little bit more, you make better contact. That Yellowstone
Play the
rolling
head
into the
roll.
dark roast is going to go even higher.
I'd rather
Up
just
the
peel
house is
that.
almost around the corner, and both of those reds would have gone.
Or do you like a tight guard?
What?
Or do you like a tight guard?
Well, the tight guard, he's got the double.
Could also run that and try to double those.
That's what I was looking at too. You like that?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You like that?
The thing with this
Probably
Jacobs team
two-thirds.
is they can throw it so hard and looking for angles. You might wonder, why don't they just remove that stone in the house? They also don't like the corner guard, so trying to run the corner guard on the outside, pick out the Yellowstone in the house.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's got to be close. Run it back.
Well, and that is the risk.
Or guard that right one.
I think we go in there, boys, no?
T-line.
Like, I got to be on the T line or we're not in the house. That's all.
That double's there.
If
It's
you're
not
half there,
easy.
He's okay, right?
Get it behind here.
I know.
I think you should center line with.
What does he do if we guard the other one?
It's not a bad call.
Kev,
Okay.
only other option is guard this.
What?
The only other option is guard this.
I can't hear you.
We're thinking maybe guard this one.
What does he do? I don't mind the come around.
I don't mind the guard
Just
either.
either
The guard's
option,
a good
whatever you
shot.
like.
It's a really good
You
shot.
want to
How
throw
hard
it out
to
there.
come around, that's all. We're going out a foot wider.
You want to guard this?
Well, it's hard to get that. You have to be perfectly T-line to get that
Part
dead
of this.
buried.
Okay.
But we're okay with splitting the rings too,
guard
because
this,
that's pretty
we're
much
running.
all you're doing.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I just hate to. Okay, sure.
whatever
It's
you want.
easier.
Okay.
That's kind of the reason.
Sure.
Whatever you like.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, a couple of options. One of them is that you split the house and you lie.
All
What
right.
do you think in here?
You have 3 stones, but if you listen to the
Just
tentativeness
halfway.
in Kevin's voice,
Even a hair more than that, guys.
not necessarily sold on the shots, questioning a lot down the other end about the ice. You hear Mark Kennedy saying even a little bit more.
Kathy, and I'm directly behind that
Halfway.
yellow guard they were
Oh,
talking
room.
about in the
Room.
broadcast booth. And to come
Got a
behind
curl,
that
boys.
and to be T-line and buried, that is a
Move it.
really tough shot. I think that's what
Wait.
he discussed.
It is tough, and you're almost
Hard
out of the
line.
house,
Hard,
out of
Benny.
the rings to be perfectly
Gotta go
buried, and
every
I feel
inch.
that the
Hard,
guard
Benny.
is the easier.
Hard, Benny. Go,
the
go,
two
go.
options.
Go, 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 go.
Never off.
Keep going.
Never
Keep
off.
going.
Go hard.
Sweet, boys.
Perfect.
Good shot, Langer. Out of boy. Really good.
Look and see
You don't like just picking it? Well, then he's burying right here. He's burying. Okay.
Okay, Brad, let's make this.
Which is what they hoped, is that they would force Northern Ontario to run the corner guards and perhaps leave them an opportunity for 3 on Kevin Cooley's last shot.
Yeah. Roll it off. Roll it off. Roll it off. Keep going. Keep going, man.
That's a bad break.
Even him up now? Yeah.
He doesn't have much room to run on either side, and if you're peeling, you're going to jam into stones either way. But this is a bad break to hit it at such an angle to just clip out your own.
Should be normal.
Should be close, yep.
Just trying to think if we're throwing anything here, guys.
Just
Well, practice, and it's the third end.
My corner guard really curled here, so just
yeah,
trying to
make
get
it
a
a
curl.
curl.
Yeah.
Okay. Top 8, guys.
See that goal a little.
Mine's good. Even him
Right
up.
here. You're looking for bite the 4-weight.
Really gonna curl and die.
Curling. Gotta go. Yep. Gotta go. Keep going, guys. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
It's even. Whoa, Brent, whoa. That's lovely weight from Mark Kennedy.
Great judgment from the sweepers, and you heard the keep it even. They want to make sure that there aren't angles. That's how you get multiple stone removals. Great judging, great brushing.
Good eyes.
I gotta give this a bit of a push.
You can see that there is the double off the 2, that corner one and the center. Pretty flat, needs a lot of weight.
I was going to say it's incredible the ice they take. Playing the out turn with the broom right at the other edge. It's good effort from Ryan Fry.
Good. Yeah, that's as good as I can do.
Yeah.
I don't think I was making that double.
That was, threw that pretty hard, too.
Yeah.
You chisel that. I'm thinking this way with here.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
So impressive to me,
Like
Kathy. Go to your local curling club and try make that shot with that kind of weight.
No chance.
It's unbelievable how accurate they are with the weight that they throw.
And in fairness to those that only play at the local curling clubs, the ice is not as keen as this. It doesn't run as straight, and the rocks are not as good as these. So that also makes it tougher. But you have to be exact on this ice, because where you let it go is where it ends up.
There's a triple.
Okay, good. Okay.
Good try. He rolls out, and then he's, yeah. Sorry, a little safe.
Good shot. Yeah, it is. It's pretty good.
It's 2, but it's dangerous. Right?
It is dangerous.
There, can you roll out this way? Like if you can miss it and roll out, I don't know.
Huh?
Like if you can miss it and roll out.
You can. You can.
Do you like it?
Do you like trying that little thin?
It's there.
Or just double and...
Whatever you know, Brad. What do you like, Fry? I think still if we make this double, we're probably going over the top of that, no?
Well, no. You can definitely make it. And the thing is if you make the double, he's going right here and you still don't have a...
Well, he's splitting the rings, I think.
Well, he might.
Let's just make this double.
Okay.
I think it's a smart call. Sometimes you can
Is
want
that-
to
you
make
think that's
too
enough?
much. But for Brad Jacobs, had a great game yesterday at 89. He is perfect so far this morning. And you contrast that with Kevin Cooey's struggle last night. 12th amongst all skips here at 70 this morning. He is currently at 63%. It is not only a technical thing right now, it is also a mental thing.
So in this shot, Brad's not too concerned about keeping the shooter. You just got to make sure these 2 yellows go.
Yeah, I think you'd like to stick around. It's pretty tough because you're going to be hitting it on the outside. You might roll out, but it is at this point elimination of stones. Maybe, depending on where he winds up or what Kevin Cooey does, there might be a chance for multiple granite on the next one.
Yep.
Brad Jacobs is first.
Yep.
Bang, bang, gets them both.
And that's about as good as you're going to do.
I'll take a deuce on that all day.
Try to even him up, or can we be T-line?
I think you go... No, maybe not. I think you go back. Yeah, just behind the tee.
Sure.
We're on the T-line, boys.
T-line, yeah.
What are you looking for? 90?
90?
Yeah. We're pretty close.
That's good. T-line.
Should be there, Brent.
Okay.
Well, they told him to throw an 89-90. He threw an 89. That's back line to hog line.
Back 4.
Okay, just clean that.
Weight's good now.
Okay.
Let's even him up. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It doesn't matter. He's not ever hitting that one, boys.
Never. Good shot.
Shot. Still good. What do you get? Shot, Kev.
84.
That doesn't look like a big shot, but for Kevin Cooey, that was a huge shot. It is the confidence he can throw the numbers or in the range that his team is telling him. He needs to make a couple of shots in a row to get his confidence back.
I think inside middle.
I think right almost quarter rock. Right there. Yeah.
That's good.
So for Brad here, are you trying the big roll over to the other yellow stone, or you just hit it on the nose?
I can roll over to the other stone, just move things around a little bit. Would love to put that stone in a position that maybe Kevin will throw his in-turn, although I don't see how that's possible.
Well. Well. Well.
Stick with it.
Well, stay close.
Try it out. Yep, stop.
Oh.
Shot.
You can
I like the out turn.
yeah. Edge of button.
Out turn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that?
With good board. It'll curl a little bit, but the boys can hold it too. Let's probably control with that ice. Is that Kev control?
You're thinking good board.
Yep, sure.
So final stone here in 3. For Team Alberta, Kevin Cooey, the open hit for 2.
Hard! Hard! Gotta
Heard
go!
Brent say that Kennedy and Heber, they
Hard,
can
Benny.
hold it.
Keep going!
Big
Keep
scrub
going.
here.
Hard, hard, go, go, go,
Big
go, go.
scrub. Shooter sticks around, you bet.
Okay.
And a 2 on the board for Team Alberta. As the crowd in Calgary approves. We're all locked up at 2.
Brad Jacobs, all on its soul, pick it, oh! Sideways, Brad Jacobs, run it back, touch it, looking for a big end here, Jim Cotter, BC, bang bang, move them all, and there it is. Guards on the center line, and now back, oh! Be taken into account, run it back, and no doubt, put him on the board.
Just a reminder, draw 4 later on this afternoon, and you have the choice. On TSN 1, it's Newfoundland and Labrador taking on Jamie Cooey, and on TSN 4, it is Northern Ontario taking on Jim Cotter, Team BC. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
2 great games.
Great one going on in our feature matchup as well, Kathy Gauthier. It is all locked up at 2. Here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary, 4th end action underway. As Alberta answered with the deuce in 3, Brad Jacobs with hammer here in 4.
Hard boy, split center.
Line's good, guys.
Split center,
all for line. Whoa, 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 off.
Split center, yes, yes.
Yep.
It's interesting, when I talked to John Morris yesterday, he used the term tentative, that he felt that his team was playing tentative, and I would put that to the Alberta team as well. Just seems very new, very tentative so far. Some of that, of course, with some struggles by the skip.
Room.
line.
Whoa, top 12.
Line's great.
No, easy on the line. Easy.
Just line, Brad.
No line. No line at all.
Weight's real good.
No line still.
Baby bop. Baby
Yep.
bop.
No, can't go.
Oh, can't.
All right. Let it curl.
Stop.
Curl.
Stop. That's all right.
It's that straight spot there. He's in there. Yeah.
If you're just watching our coverage for the very first time, obviously been an interesting year for
Chisel
Kevin
it
Cooey. Wins the Brier last year, and then decides to leave his current team, wanted to change, had the opportunity to be Team Canada and come back here and play in his home city, but opted to form this new super team. And of course, things were successful. They ended up winning Alberta and advancing to the Brier. And John Morris, who played with Jim Cotter last year and lost in the final to Kevin Cooey, takes over Kevin Cooey's old team as Team
Hard
Canada
line.
here.
Hard line.
Gotta get it thick, Benny.
Never off.
Trying to get just to the line side of that stone.
Good shot.
And we just talked
Right
about
on the nose.
former teammates. Well, there is
you guys
Team
like?
Canada in action taking on Newfoundland and Labrador.
Like
John
that?
Morris, the first ever Team Canada
Do that
here at
right
the
on
Tim
the
Hortons
nose.
Brier. Down 3-0 though to Brad Yushu. And Johnny Moe counting one, trying to pick up two.
Well, it's a tough draw. He needs to get to a piece of the 4 foot. And you see, you might wonder why he's not playing the in turn. It's because it curls so much. You won't get to the 4 foot.
No.
Fortunately for this one, running out there. Yellow wreck on that guard, just one.
So a single for Team Canada. Brad Yushu a 3-1 advantage after 3.
You got a guard
On our top one.
the one branches through.
Yeah, straight guard.
You're guarding this one, eh?
Yeah. I don't want to guard the red one.
It's good.
That's the curl. A little tighter than half.
Pull that right off.
Line looks good when you got a curl. Gotta get across center. So not good.
Really got to curl this one, boys. Hard mark.
Line looks
You
good.
can see the finish. It does run out there for a while as the weight comes off. That's where you see the movement.
Good shot. You don't have it.
Nicely done.
Good job, Brent.
Another update for you.
and that was
Ontario,
definitely
Quebec, all tied up at 2. First time here at the Tim Hortons Brier for Mark Keane. Rookie jitters, final stone. Look at the port he has to navigate here, Kathy, to try and pick up a big score. There's the hole for Mark. Get by his guard, they do. Get by the yellow, yep.
Very nice.
Hit on the nose.
That's impressive.
That is a great shot from the youngster. A 5-2 advantage for Team Ontario. He's pretty keen. Hey, Kathy? Wah, wah, wah. Had to do it at least once this
And
week.
ending 6 years of
Now-
bliss in the booth.
Now it's, okay, I got it out. We're good.
That's a great shot. And just to go back to Mark Keane's shot, you know, as a rookie, he has only 1 game under his belt, feeling very confident, obviously, with the ice.
It's good.
Great to see.
No.
Line's bad.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah, hard.
Both teams really struggling in this spot with that line. It's not a run there, but it is definitely a spot that runs straighter.
Control weight.
Great opportunity for Ryan Fry to remove that stone and roll underneath one of their own guards.
Whoa. No.
Dead straight there,
It's
eh?
dead straight.
It is tough to find that movement in that path, boy.
Jeez. Hey, I'm just a hair full on you.
You could probably take a bit less too, don't you think?
Kev, we're thinking of just rolling to here. Edge on edge.
Whatever.
Well, if you
Yeah,
roll
let's
under,
call
he's
for that.
coming.
No, I know.
Like if Lee knows and he rolls, he's only in the 12th.
So, Kathy, if they know this is a straight spot, do you maybe
Same
just
weight,
try the
come
other
closer.
turn?
Wait's,
Yeah, weight was good.
It's tough because with the other turn, you're going to be flirting with that guard, and you don't want to be removing that. And so they will continue to play this, but they can tighten the ice.
Same weight. Hair
They
more.
can alter the
Hair
weights.
more.
Those are things that will make a difference.
Close. Whoa.
No, can't.
Benny, anything?
Anything, Benny, anything.
Jeez. It's fine.
Good. Good shot, Mark. That's not bad.
No, it's okay. I know.
First one.
half round would be good. Yeah, absolutely. Actually,
We
you know
roll
what?
and he's burying.
Nose isn't the end of the world. Yeah.
Mark will go back and talk to Kevin, make sure they're on the same page.
Clean. Whoa, clean, yep. Whoa. Clean, yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Clean.
Dad, I need you to run into my locker and grab me a...
Or you go around to the out turn.
Yeah, I like both.
I mean, the out turn's pretty easy to just get half buried.
Yeah, and then he runs it and rolls in and lies 2.
Okay, well, this hole's real tough.
Well, we knows that, but you don't like that?
I don't hate it, but then he whips one around here. I think, yeah, we got a good idea what this is going to do.
Like that?
Yep.
Well, for Kevin Cooey, that stone is outside of the rings, and so you can hit and stick there. The problem is that he knows that Northern Ontario is going to go in and he's going to be chasing.
That looks tight, eh?
It is tight.
Bit more, I think we got to go, Brent.
That's about it. I think that's good for, because draw, if we got right weight, we can sweep the hole.
That good?
Sure. That's.
You don't think that gets by that corner guard, though?
Yes, I do. With perfect weight, I do. With right weight.
I am a big fan of collaboration. I am not a big fan of skipping by consensus. And the one thing that I would say about this Alberta team right now with Kevin Cooey struggling is that there may be almost too much discussion every time he puts the room down to call a shot, not only on his own, but even on others. There's a little bit of second guessing going on what should be played. And I think that when you want to give your skip confidence, it has to be a lot more, yeah, we're on the same page. If you disagree completely, that's different. But at this point, I think it's so important that they try to find a way to give him confidence.
This would help if they can get it by that stone that'll rub in.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
And that will find the rings, not the plan, but they find the paint.
It says it all.
Yes!
Oh, great brushing. That little bit of a call late.
Hard! Stay with it, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
They call that 2 seconds earlier, and he's buried.
There's exactly that foot like they said.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, he threw it well.
I think the shot's like right to here. He's gonna play a run back.
And we should have a blank.
Well, it's not an easy blank though.
What's that?
It's not an easy blank though. The split's hard to get both in for shot.
Yeah, it is, because you gotta. We're coming off of it with the out turn, like we're coming across it.
Yeah. I think just straight draw, eh?
Yeah. Can I run and grab it?
Yeah.
Bite the button, and then he'll probably freeze, and you come out.
Yeah, for 2.
Well, he might play a run back.
He threw that really well right here.
Yeah, I like that ice.
Do you like that ice?
Yeah.
Always waiting for EJ.
Yeah, let's just call it. He'll meet you down there.
Oh,
I think
EJ's having
just
some equipment issues. They're just trying to decide whether they're going to wait for him.
With one sweeper.
There's EJ. He's coming back. You see him coming to your screen.
Bagels.
Speed's good down here? Same? You think?
Same as your draw, yeah.
Okay.
Your top button. Same as you gave us in second.
Yep.
Had a chance to see Kevin Cooey throw in the same path. You heard him say he thought he threw it very well. Icing himself accordingly.
Kevin also tipped that red stone a tiny bit, so a little bit more room.
Okay, you're gonna have to go soon.
Yep.
Heavy.
Slow. Whoa.
Heavy. Whoa.
Weight's great.
Heavy.
Real. T-line.
Hard. No, we lost it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Wait, it's pretty good.
Almost same shot as Kevin.
Back tee.
They were calling heavy on the weight. He certainly was not.
Shoot.
Split the house. Yeah, it's a 4th.
I think we need at least that.
Okay, give me a bit more of them.
Right here is gold.
Yeah, I know.
I get so the question is out here speed. You're an 85 on your last one?
I'm throwing 80. I'd add 2 more feet.
Or you're thinking probably 75?
Well, this has got to be closer to practice, no?
I think so. I think you need a 75.
Like that one I just threw was top 4, and what did he get?
85.
85. I would add 3 feet, and you're mint. Are you thinking more than that?
Yes, he is.
A bit more.
5? Sure, go ahead.
You.
Yeah, I am too. I think 5. Trust is 75 and sweep it to the 8 foot.
All the discussion. This is the first time they've gone that far out there. And this is not a path that gets a lot of traction during the pregame throws.
Weight only though, guys. Lot of room.
Lots of room.
Lot of room.
Lots of room, boys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Put
it right on the tee line, Brier.
Yeah.
Go for tee.
Go for tee.
Go for tee.
Okay. Okay.
Keep going.
Yep.
Keep
They
going.
had to take a lot of ice because of that stone that is so close. Did not want to raise it.
That's a good shot, Kev. Fine. A little safe.
Ice.
A little safe.
Mark, I gotta go run to the can.
Okay. You can throw it there on your own. Like, we don't kill that early. We don't kill the line. Throw it there on your own. That probably curls. I'm never gonna let that miss the rings. Free force. That's a good shot.
Control. Okay, let's go, Brad.
See Kevin still processing what the ice did and what the weight was. And I think some good comments from Ben, just being very positive. You know, we're jumping that early. We're never going to let it not be in the paint. They knew that they had to get it there to force Brad Jacobs here in the 4th end. And he couldn't risk taking tight ice in an area that they don't know.
Control.
So final stone here in the weigh-in 4, Brad Jacobs. This, that straight part.
Wow.
Gotta finish up.
Wow. Okay. Let's go, guys.
And out of nowhere, a steal for Team Alberta as they'll pick up the single. Kevin Cooey. A 3-2 advantage here in Calgary.
.44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Brier appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150.
Welcome back to the Tim Hortons Brier in Calgary at the Saddle Dome. And good news for Team Alberta. It was a steal of 1 for Kevin Cooey in the 4th. A 3-2 advantage for Brad Jacobs and Northern Ontario having the hammer here in 5. And really that outturn, that one pass, very straight, Kathy, and it seemed to have caught Brad.
Weight only.
It shouldn't have been a surprise. We saw, I don't know how many stones come down there in that, and they just kept going higher and higher and higher.
Never.
It's heavy.
It is. We're back.
Line's good.
That last stone of Brad Jacobs was not overthrown by any means.
Let it stop.
Whoa.
Just does not move.
Hey, Benny, that's okay, bud. Okay, then. Okay.
Somebody's gonna kill themselves on a corner guard here.
Top button.
I think the comment that you just heard from Mark Kennedy about the corner guards. You see the advertising on the ice with the dark cup, and when the rock is there,
Just the weight. No line at all. No line at all.
it kind of blends in.
Weight's perfect.
Wait.
Like to go.
Gotta go. No, weight's fine.
Line's good. Line's good.
You see on the right, the red rock on the dark road
it is.
kind of
It's
blends in.
hidden in the cup.
Shot, Ryan.
Update for you now, Ontario and Quebec. And a great start for Team Ontario with a 5-2 advantage. Mark Keane here for the very first time, taking on the 2006 Brier champion, Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, on Jean-Michel's first one, he was heavy on his draw, and that allowed more pressure to be applied by Ontario. So draws against 3.
Weight's good.
Jean-Michel playing with Martin Crête, Eric Sylvain, Philippe Menard, his brother.
Hard line.
Needs full 8, he'll find the button. So a nice draw against a number of Ontario stones. It is 5-3 Ontario after 4.
As we watch Brent Lang come into the house.
It's a little soft, but it is curly.
Yeah. Let's go, boys.
all the play going away from us has been the out turn. If we are going to see that straighter spot come into play, it is the in-turn side.
Top 4.
And there have been no stones thrown in that general side of the sheet.
Lots of line.
How much?
Yeah, we can wait.
Lots of line.
T-line.
Whoa, room. Whoa.
No line.
T. Coming down. Still T.
No
Still T.
line.
We're there. We can't touch it.
Sit.
Can't touch it.
Sit.
Yep.
We should have been on that ages ago.
Well, reality T-line.
The nose A-liner?
It's funny, the last 3 Olympic gold medalists for Canada, all on the ice this morning. This man won it in 2006, final stone. Brad Gushu taking on Johnny Moe, the winner in 2010 in Vancouver. And here's a double for a score.
Good.
Bang the yellows, get him going. There's 2 for Brad Gushu in Newfoundland and Labrador. What a start for him. 5-1 after 4.
Looking very confident. Don't think this matters?
That should be real good.
He made the joke in his last Brier appearances, his 12th appearance here. Maybe the playoff beard would work, so Brad's got the beard going. Fear the beard this week for Newfoundland and Labrador in the Brier.
Whatever works.
Get it here.
Hard, Benny. Hard line. All you get. All you get. Hard. Go.
Never off.
Go.
Hard.
Go
for line 2 work.
We'll leave it for the space. Sweet boys. Good shot.
Run it into here. Stick this. Just get the front off. Out turn, cross it.
Yep.
Whoa.
Do something with it.
Close. Shot.
All right. Good, Eden. Really good.
It's not bad. It definitely moves some of those stones
Make the double, Kev, on the nose.
around. Wants to make sure he's got access to the 4-foot or at least the lid.
That worked out pretty lucky for them.
Jeez.
Relax, man.
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't think this guy's helping us, though.
No, you want to let it jam and roll buried.
So what weight do you throw it? Because you're trying to make the roll to the top of the button, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you play like normal weight, hit and roll.
Yep.
Just jam this here.
Yep.
Straight hit and roll. You probably want a little bit of weight.
I'm thinking
Normal?
Yeah.
middle of the rock.
Like that?
I'm good with that. Right in the middle, I think.
I hear Kevin ask a lot, do you like that? Do you like that? And the more often that they're starting to say yes, I think he's starting to move with a little bit more confidence.
Whoa. Yep.
And it is a new team. I think that they're so experienced, Brian. We sometimes forget that this unit in and of itself is new.
Mark Kennedy through the hole, little roll.
Shot, Mark. Yeah, that goes easy.
Those
Every
logos
time.
gotta go.
Neither did I. Is there a ring? Did it leave a ring in the ice?
What happened there?
It's okay.
We talked about that earlier. The players hitting those corner guards in the dark roast cups.
Try this. And push that.
Trying to make the smiley face. If you hit the stone on the outside,
Quarter rock.
hit it really thin, it goes like this and like this.
And a check mark for good grades, Kathy.
Yep. Whoa,
If Ryan Fry can do it.
Whoa.
Get the yellows moving. There's your smiley face. What a shot from Ryan Fry.
Lies two.
Shot.
That's a great shot. He can throw so much weight.
Yes.
It's almost a dead nose, eh? It's close, just a hair low.
It curls
Right
just
here.
a little bit more. He makes thinner contact with the
Same
second
turn.
one. Perhaps that yellow stone in the 12-foot goes a little bit further sideways. But net Northern Ontario lies two.
So now Mark Kennedy will try and get them all going.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, guys!
Whoa.
Shot.
Come, Mark.
Four.
Same speed as the draw of the button, right?
Yeah.
Just a hair less than that.
Yep.
That's the call.
Got room. Room. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
Just line.
Whoa.
Room.
Slide.
Room. Room.
Almost
Room.
T.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa. No. 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 No.
Almost, yeah, we're definitely T.
Right to it. Gotta go.
Sit.
Keep going, keep going.
Pressure comes off.
Well, I'm thinking so, but that's.
You move
Yeah, I
that
still
stone
think you're
2
looking for
feet up
85.
where
Yeah,
it
for sure.
is.
I don't feel like anything's changed.
No, it's real nice stuff.
And Alberta's
Go away.
chasing now the opportunity because that stone slides deep to be in front and shot.
Line's good, button, boys.
T-line.
Wait only.
How's line?
Pretty good, getting a little tight.
Wait
right
over
there.
though.
We're good. Line's good. Root.
Got a
Line's
curl.
good. Got a little curl if we can.
You're there.
All you guys
Off
need
there,
a
guys.
curl.
Off
It's
there.
there.
Whoa, then. Come on.
Just freeze. Freeze is fine.
It's just, it would almost be better if it was, well, buried.
Just freeze right.
They're really
right there.
struggling to get the movement. I don't refer to the teams,
Tap is fine.
but the
Yeah.
ice is not
Hopefully-
finishing as hard as it
So
was
we're just going
yesterday,
for here.
and
If
it is
you're gonna
catching
tap it,
both
you gotta
teams.
tap it hard on the nose and get everything spilling.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Right here.
Yeah. And if we're getting, if we get to nose, good.
Right there, Frank.
I'll sweep for it. Once we get to nose, I'm sweeping.
Okay.
Well, they
Yeah,
talk
here?
things
Yep.
over. Let's go to sheet B. Ontario, Quebec. And it looks like Jean-Michel Menard is shot stone for the time being. Final stone on the way from Mark Keane out of Fenland Falls.
It's like a great opportunity to take a pretty good lead into the break if he can get to the nose.
Clean, clean, clean.
Just a nice, quiet, weight control tap.
Clean. Good. Gross.
And a lovely shot from the young skip. Average age of this team, Kathy, about 25 years young, so good for them.
For some reason, the
A
angle
7-3 advantage after 5 for Team Ontario.
And really great for the sport to see younger teams coming up. Shows that there is great future.
T by itself. Oh. No, then.
Whoa.
Close. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No line.
T by itself.
No line.
No, no, no. Stay
You
close.
can bump
Stay
it.
close.
Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Brad Jacobs now with his first in our feature
Hard.
matchup this morning.
Hard.
Little bump on the Yellowstone.
Good sweep, guys.
And now it's Northern Ontario with Hammer, and they lie too.
Kicked it again.
The logo.
You have.
A third, maybe?
I mean, if I miss this,
Yeah.
oof. I think that's the call, no? I'd be worried that this doesn't go far, but I mean that yellow is not that far. I'm thinking that you try this.
Yeah, the slip double. And then he has a back ring for 2 still.
What are you thinking here?
No, I don't think that helps you.
I don't see much else. They are.
This. I think that's their only shot to get out.
What were
of
you
it.
thinking?
We're thinking they got 2 right now, and there's really not much we can do unless you play that. But that's super hard.
Guys, they're second.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said we are.
2
like
is
this-
not the end of the world.
Well,
The slip double. But then he just has this is open then. It's not a gimme.
Well, if you
no, I
make
agree.
it good, you might get them all.
The top one.
On
Well,
this
he's
one,
sitting 2.
He's sitting 2. But he can get second
Yeah,
shot
right
here.
there.
Can you hit a third?
You can see
of
this much.
So you can't hit enough to ever touch this.
It's close.
And if it doesn't touch this,
I need a hit less than I can see to make this.
To make the thin double.
But I mean, if I just...
That's how hard you throw, Kevin. You can't even stick it on this.
No, that's the question. Can you stick it here and then you give him an easy one for 3? That's the question. If you were going to guard, you're thinking of guarding the in-turn draw?
Well, I wasn't really ever thinking of guarding, but... In-turn draw is probably the call, eh?
For us, in-turn top of the button. Could probably cut him down to 1 if you make it good. Yeah.
Here?
Sure. Yep. Make it perfect, we can get second. Make it close, I don't see a 3.
Top button. It's the right shot.
It's got to be here. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Edge of 8.
We gotta make it. Yep.
So they initially talked about this double. Even if it touches this yellow one, it may go here. What they're concerned about is if you hit it too thick, one of the red stones stays over here, and then the potential is for a shot for 3. So what they've elected to do, and this is a very tricky shot, is to be perfect here.
Yeah, I threw my
that will
freeze
count
here.
That one at the back out.
Speedy's good.
But any sort of bounce off by Kevin will allow an opportunity for 3 for Brad Jacobs. Very tough shot, plus we're in this in-turn path that is the out-turn path coming home where we saw it very straight. So it's a little bit of an unknown on ice as well.
Line's good.
Line's good. Yep. Line, yep. Yep.
Hard line.
Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Kevin Cooey, final stone here in 5. Hebert Kennedy by the guard.
There you go.
This is good.
And the opportunity now, a drop for 3.
Yeah.
That's good. Right there, Brian. Just give me an inch outside edge.
Let them put it on the button.
Same weight's good.
Yeah, same weight.
Pretty
Brad.
close.
Yep.
Speed's still good here.
Sweet for T.
Yeah. Let's go, Brad. You got her.
So Northern Ontario, at this point, they have 2. Final stone in 5, Brad Jacobs. A tough draw, but a chance to put 3 on the board.
Just split the tee, boys. Line
And he's got such great brushers. He's just throwing to the tee line. It's up to these 2, the Harnden boys, to find
Needs to curl.
where it needs to go.
Yep, go hard all the way. Come on. Come on, go. Come on, go. Go,
The Harnden brothers
go,
now
go.
got to go all they got. Just can't get it there.
Good try, Brad. 2.
So 2 it is for Northern Ontario. The Olympic gold medalist from Sochi up by 1 after 5.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
Always great to be back in Alberta, my home province, for the Tim Hortons Brier, the 7th time the Brier has been in Calgary. Great matchup so far between Alberta and Northern Ontario. Joined now by Brad Jacobs. Brad, a 4-3 lead after 5 ends of play. How close were you to getting that 3 in 5?
Not as close as I'd have hoped. Just kind of got outside of the line where it would have curled nicely. I think the weight was fine. I was trying to give it to the sweepers, but kind of tracked down there and missed it. But still in a good spot. We're in control.
Seems in the 4th end, that out-turn, a real straight spot out there. Would you agree?
Yeah, pretty straight. We got caught a couple times with EJ and with Fry, and it's unfortunate that they're the guinea pigs a lot of the time, and that we learn from their rocks, but I think we've got it figured out now.
What's it like having Eric Harnden here as your alternate?
Oh, it's awesome. Eric's my uncle. He's Ryan and EJ's dad. He's a great guy. He's someone we've looked up to our whole lives in curling, and he's a lot of fun, and we're having fun with him.
Brad, thanks for your time, man.
Okay, thanks, Brian.
So you heard Brad say they have momentum, they have control after 5. Kathy, how do you see it so far?
Well, it's really interesting. One of the keys I said in the beginning was Ryan Fry. That's the biggest difference at the 3rd position, but the edge is Mark Kennedy, who is at 95%. And for Kevin Cooey at 70%, the struggles continue with his confidence. Needs a stronger second 5 if Alberta's going to win.
After 5, brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. So a great matchup. Team Alberta will try catch up when we return.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
Update time for you in Calgary. Team Canada taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. And you look at the colors, Kathy, it looks like there's 2 Team Canadas out there with the red and the white. Final stone on the way from John Morris, and Johnny's got a draw for 2.
Well, compared to most of the time we brought updates, it has been all Gushu, and this is an opportunity for Morris to bring this game closer and within reach.
Of course, John Morris playing with Kevin Cooey's former team in Carter Rycroft, Nolan Thiessen, Pat Simmons, and a nice draw for 2. So it is still a 5-3 advantage for Newfoundland and Labrador after 5.
So here I got my first one.
Day 2 of the Tim Hortons Brier. Standings look like this so far. On the left side, of course, everybody with 1 win. On the right side, 1 surprise so far. Reed Carruthers, Team Manitoba at 0-2, but a lot of curling still to come this week in Calgary. Welcome back to our feature matchup. Alberta taking on Northern Ontario. And there was that opportunity for 3 for Northern Ontario. Very tough draw. Brad Jacobs settles for his 2. And a 4-3 advantage after 5. Kevin Cooey does have the hammer here in 6. And we heard Brad's comments. Obviously, it was a tough draw. He liked his weight, just didn't curl as much as they thought.
Well, 2 opportunities for Northern Ontario that they were not able to capitalize in the first 5. The first in 3 when Brad had the hit and stick for 2, just rolled out. And then again, that draw. And it was a tough draw, no question about it, Brian, but we certainly have seen Brad make shots like that on a regular basis. I think both teams still trying to sort out the ice first thing in the morning. It is always different.
Tap it back or?
Nice to sit shot.
Sure. Throw the freeze, and if line's good, we'll move it. I'll just throw T-line. No. No.
Back 4. Weight's good.
No, Brent.
Just freeze.
All the way there. Never, Mark. Never.
Curl. Wow, that came down. Thought he had like back 8. Good. Fun. Shot.
We asked Brad about Eric Harnden in the break. Of course, that's the father of Ryan and EJ, and the uncle to Brad Jacobs as well. And Eric played in 4 Briers himself. And back in 2008, when Eric played, it was a young Brad Jacobs going as an alternate. And of course, Brad and this team has gone on to amazing success since their Brier win in Edmonton in 2013.
Now, this is not an example of taking a family member to work day. This is bringing somebody who can really help you, who's been there, done that, and probably has a lot of respect, not only as a family member, but also as a curler by this Northern Ontario team.
Hit a half rock there.
And there's longtime coach on the right, Tom Colterman.
Might stick around if you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Shouldn't do a whole lot, eh? Don't think so. Stick looks good.
Whoa.
Back.
You got ours?
Whoa. Actually, clean pick's okay. Okay, it's fine.
Freeze it again?
Yeah.
Same everything would be nice.
Yeah.
Now, right on top is going to cause Alberta some problems because all of a sudden your stones are lining up, and even though it will be the Alberta stone that will remain shot, with 2 Northern Ontario stones in front, any movement of those stones, any tap, would leave Northern Ontario line 2, and that removal of the Alberta stone will be relatively easy. So not trying to tap, just trying to get right on top of the red stone.
Hard line! Hard line! Hard, guys!
Go, go, go,
Keep
go,
going.
go! Go, go!
Good sweep.
Good throw.
Update on sheet B now. Ontario, a great advantage, 7-3 over Team Quebec in the 6th end. It is Jean-Michel Menard, the champion from 2006, final stone. And his teammates call him Jim. And he's got a chance for 2 here playing the open hit.
Boom! 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 Yep. Easy! 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 Clean! Clean it, Evan. Clean it, Evan. Whoa! Good, Jim. Straight up. Yep.
And there it is on the nose. So Jean-Michel picks up 2. Ontario and Marquine still have the advantage over on sheet B.
The double removal on R is trying to take away the opportunities for Northern Ontario to make those double runs.
Ryan Fry playing his 7th Brier overall. Has represented Manitoba, Newfoundland, and Labrador. And as Brad Jacobs says, this guy's fit in like a brother on our team, now representing Northern Ontario.
Well, that's a tough team to crack. It's hard enough when you join a team that has been a unit for a while, but when you've got the family tie as well, it speaks volumes about how welcoming the rest of them were and how much Ryan worked hard to fit in. He has been one of the best, I believe, in the last couple of years at just changing himself to where the game is at. Was always a great big weight thrower, and now it's so many touch shots that he's just capable of.
Bump. Yeah. Bump that in. Yeah, I like that.
Or hard to roll my shooter far enough, though.
Oh, you just got to leave us the nose of the red, right?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't, I don't think it's awful. Okay. Just tap behind the corner guard. I think the shooter goes where he wants.
Turn across the face.
What am I throwing?
Back 12.
Back 12.
Yeah.
Is that enough ice, guys?
I would take a hair more than that.
John, I think I need a hair more, Kev.
Just heavy draw, Mark. Okay.
We're not heavy. Like to go.
Got it, curl. Yep.
Line's pretty good. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, huff. Looks like lots.
Weight's good.
No, weight's good.
Hard, Kev.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Keep going, never
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, good. Oh, almost perfect.
Good throw.
Curl's an inch more, half an inch.
Act. Roll it. I actually don't
We're
want to
hitting
roll
that, but
How's picking it?
do we want to roll in here?
I don't think so.
I think we do.
What happens if we get rid of it?
Yeah, I like that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
How much you got, Fry? What kind of weight do you like? I can't really tell.
I've got half.
You got half? Hack? Or do you like control, Fry?
I like in between, heavy hack.
Heavy hack?
It should move, eh?
Yeah.
The reason they're not sure they want to hit and roll under, and I'm not sure you want to hit and roll under either, is because any run on your own stones will remove the Alberta stone, but if you've got one back there, it stops you from being able to do that.
Hard! Hard!
The Harden brothers on the scrub. Got to get it by the yellow.
Straight up hard! Go, 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 go! Yep.
Little roll. And it's still Team Alberta. Shot stone with hammer here in 6.
Not
bad.
It's not
Makes
bad.
double if I don't roll buried, but
Well, I know, but
you have to play it.
Like to hit and roll, Kev, at all?
yeah. There's nothing else.
No, there's nothing else.
Save some time here.
Yeah. I don't even mind it with my in-turn, but it's a little bit tricky. Out-turn's tricky too. Okay.
What do you need? Control.
Guys,
Get in there. The 8-foot control to the 12-foot and stick around.
Guys, let's make the roll buried.
Yeah.
Okay?
You really want to
Forward
roll
weight.
for sure.
I
You
got the
can
right
see
weight
that
into
if your
that boom
shooter
here.
stays right there, the double's very easy for Northern Ontario.
Solid board.
Oh, then.
Yep. Hard! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, off! Yep, yep!
Whoa. Whoa, no, never, never, ever, ever.
No roll, no roll, no roll!
Good shot. Good boys. Real good. Good shot.
Pretty good, I think.
It is good.
Geez, I didn't think I was heavy when I let it go. Sorry.
No, good shot.
Huh? What about that? Those rocks are pretty good for us, don't you think?
What's that?
Those rocks are pretty good for us, don't you think? I mean, we can bury one right here and get shot.
You think you can get shot?
What's he have here?
Nothing.
A hit and roll off the top.
Yeah.
Do you like this?
Whatever you like.
Yeah. Can we get shot?
Yeah, yeah, you can if we're dead perfect.
I like that.
Okay. That was your first call. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Same as very good right there.
You think right there?
It's going to track for a bit, but there's
Try that
nothing
out.
we can do, right?
Yeah. If we don't go there, he's going to go there.
Now for Northern Ontario, they're not concerned about those red stones. That's their own, and they think they're in pretty good shape. Any removal by Kevin Cooey
Okay, sweep for
of
the
those
tee,
red
boys.
stones for sure
Maybe
is
take
going to
your
move that
button
Alberta
and
shot stone
A
back.
foot less ice.
So they're going to try to get shot.
We took inside, and we're pretty much where I had everyone for the freeze. Like, what are you thinking? More?
No less.
I wasn't thinking anymore.
If I'm not
Big and
mistaken,
edge.
Kathy, this was the straight
Hair
spot
left, they're
in
taking a little
4
left.
coming this way.
Because if we have to sweep it, it's just going to stay out there. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they're a
Even a
little
little
bit
left.
outside it. If it's dished at all, or if it's a little bit lower in one spot, sometimes you can go through the straighter spot. It really does depend on the weight that he throws. If they can just brush it lightly, it will get that swing. But if they sweep it at all, it just seems to get into a little bit of a rut, and it just doesn't move.
Brad Jacobs is first here in 6.
Just for weight. Close. Good weight.
Out-turn draw, trying to bury.
Whoa. Just line.
Whoa.
Yep.
Heavy, heavy! Whoa!
Tees. Yep.
Just-
Yep. Slide.
Heavy! Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa!
What are you taking?
By the guard, no problem.
Still there.
Whoa!
Still there. Still there.
Sit! Sit!
Can it grind in for shot stone? Got to sit down.
Great shot, Brad.
Toss, Brad.
And he buries it. It's still Alberta. Shot stone.
Now we saw the path with that one, that with that weight that doesn't require sweeping, it was definitely getting some movement and finish.
Got to say to throw the same as he did on his out turn last end.
Yep.
But it did slide a little bit deep. It gives Kevin Cooey an opportunity to come right down on top and lie two.
Hair light.
I didn't.
Close though.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Top
Through.
4! Tee
Wait
line!
only.
We can wait! We're
Needs to be
there!
on the tee.
We're there, we're there, we're there, we're heavy!
Oh,
Weight's
that.
good.
It's got to curl,
A
boys.
lot of room.
Weight's perfect!
T-line.
Wait only. Mark's
T-line
in.
needs to curl.
Come on, look get
T-line
there.
needs to curl.
Come on!
Go, Mark.
Come on!
Go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go, 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 go.
Need that big finish.
Okay. Shot. All right.
And it's in there for 3rd.
Now those two rocks ran completely
Guard the
different
3.
based on
Guard the
release.
3. I think we just got to guard the 3.
Guard it high. I guess he's probably.
Kathy,
got-
tell me
he can
about
throw
that release.
7
Is it
in.
just being more positive with the release? Explain.
If he's
For
onto
sure,
this
when
ball.
Brad Jacobs comes out, he comes
Yeah.
across. But when Kevin Cooey comes
just
out,
don't
his
wanna
last motion
line it up
is
where
almost
he
like a
can,
bit
like,
of a little bit of a
nose
double
and
clutch.
then
But his
into
last
here.
motion is
I don't
out.
think we mind it. If he wants to run that, like he's You know what I mean? Like, he
Here's
might
a great
get 2, he might
example.
give
So
us
watch,
4.
and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with this release at
even if
all,
you're right here-
but it's how he throws it that little bit touch out,
if we're right
which
here, it's
means
hard
it's
for him
going
to
to
run
set.
that.
So it's going to run straight first before it makes it
he's
swing
risking.
in. And Brad Jacob throws a very different release.
I
His are
don't think we
moving
need to go that
faster,
deep.
and that's why the two stones react differently.
We're just guarding his tap for 2, right? His little slash for 2.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we're guarding this. If he wants to run anything in, he's risking something.
The thing is if we're here, it's a nose hit pretty much.
Yeah, I agree. But if he's at all wide, he's giving us 4.
Okay, let's just talk about the depth of the guard.
Okay, so you threw that really good
No,
there.
the depth of the guard. Like, where do you want to be?
I think you want the guard like right here.
Like beside the yellow?
Like right there.
All right. Okay. To get to there, I'm thinking like here, man. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cup.
So they're going to block this off because their fear is that right now there's a shot, obviously, to get inside. And if you hit this one there, that's how you score your 2. You heard them talking about 4. They feel if they put it here, and if Kevin Cooey wants to risk, here's the risk, is that you wind up there popping both yellows out, and that's the 4.
Meantime, Sheet D, Newfoundland Labrador, a 5-3 advantage over Team Canada. And it looks like Brad Gushue has one for sure.
Line's good.
I don't know if they're throwing this away. I don't know if he has a shot.
I think he's drawing to the 4-foot. It just shows volumes about how much more that sheet is curling than ours.
So then the out-turn draw needs to swing big time to get a piece of the 4. Needs almost full 4 for 2. Meantime, you see Brad Jacobs throwing his guard up.
No line. No. Jeff's in. But you still got tons of line. No.
You hear Mark Nichols. Instructions in the house. Needs to break late. Gotta swing big. I don't know if it was there, Kathy, but nice weight.
If it drags to sit, which is
So 1 red it is for Brad Gushue, and they're up 6-3 after 6.
We can hope. 1 red.
Well, you got to move. You're hitting a quarter of a rock. You got to move it.
If this one sticks,
you'll be
is
shot.
it going to be shot over this one?
No.
Well, then I like it.
Does it drag at all, though, or are you going to pick it
Yeah,
that
sure
way?
it touches
You almost got almost exactly 4 inches, so it's probably going.
I don't think it could miss it, boys.
It's going right where it's going.
Yeah, it's coming.
No matter where you hit
it,
it, it's going right where it's going.
Yeah.
it's there.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Really,
Like
it's
if
going.
I hit-
It's
if I
going
hit-
straight back.
If I
so.
hit 2 inches of it.
Well,
with
you're only
hack.
throwing hack weight.
Oh, I know, but I only got to get it to here.
I think it's worth
I
it,
think
Kev.
it's there, Kev, but
Okay.
it's
Okay.
like, what kind of weight are you thinking? Back hack?
Well, I would be
the
thinking
most.
at the most.
Okay. Yeah, I think hack's the weight because you're hitting a rock
Yeah,
pretty
you got to
thin.
move a couple, right? I think hack weight, guys.
I got to move it. 3 inches.
Well, I hope that we're right.
Just hack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that?
Yep. Just try and hit what we can see.
I think the thicker, the better.
Yeah, as much as you can.
Red, yellow onto that red stone at the
6
back of the
inches.
4-foot that is second shot. Want to try to
Give it that,
bring
Jack.
that yellow stone as we look at it in the right side of the 4-foot into play.
Hit a third of it, quarter of it to a third.
I'm not sure if they sounded totally convinced. Are you, Kathy?
They're hoping. They're looking for ways to score 2.
So final stone
Go
here in
board.
6.
Whoa!
Alberta has 1 for now. Nothing
Right off.
from the front end. Nothing at all.
No, we're okay.
Don't get the.
Okay, Kev. Good shot.
And just a graze, so it's just the 1 yellow for Team Alberta. We're all tied up at 4 here in Calgary at the Tim Hortons Brier on TSN. Just a reminder, Ryan Phillippe, Juliette Lewis star in the series premiere of Secrets and Lies tonight at 9. That's on CTV. And if we just showed you on national television and you lied about where you are, you're in big trouble.
We saw Glenn Howard there. I don't know if he has any secrets.
Welcome back to our feature matchup, Northern Ontario taking on Team Alberta. A very tough attempt for 2 by Kevin Cooey in that last end. He did pick up his single, so we're all locked up at 4 here in 7. Brad Jacobs has the hammer.
Right off the line. No line right now.
Top 4.
Okay, let it move. Let it move.
It's T-line. Sit. 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 Shot, right? Sit.
Ron, Benny.
Kathy, it's been a really interesting game. I guess your take so far and your feeling on who maybe has momentum at this point.
Well, it's funny, you and I were talking at the break, it's a tie game, and yet it sort of feels like Northern Ontario is up, and they're not on the scoreboard, they're tied. I do think it really, there's not really momentum for either team. I just do feel that the pressure so far has been applied by Northern Ontario more often than not.
Got a curl. Line's good.
What's here, Mark?
Whoa.
Just.
Lock it, Mark. Lock it.
Nice, Benny.
Good boy, Benny.
Benny Hebert, right on the nose.
Good. You're nice to tap. Keep it hanging on my
Back
side.
4.
Couple feet more. Let's go, right?
Back 8.
Whoa,
Back 12.
Whoa, 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 guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Off.
Never mind.
Yeah, yes. Okay, wait.
Oh, that picked for
that's
sure.
Terrible break.
No.
Whoa.
Yep. Good.
You could see it going sideways. Very frustrating part of the game. Now you see the distance between the rock and the center line. And there, takes its turn.
Can't blame Ryan for that one.
No, you sure can't. Unfortunately, the stats don't give you any breaks for things like that.
Oh, you guys. Rue, can't be
Same
heavy.
weight. Same weight.
Line's good. Just freeze, though.
Line's
here.
here. You're not heavy.
Oh, it's perfect.
Close to line.
Yep.
Curling. Hard line.
Whoa.
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 Off
Now
the
Brett
line.
Lang, though, the opportunity to lock another one in there.
Boy, Langer.
Very
And
nice
look
shot.
at that. You can't put paper in between those.
Yeah, we did.
Very nice shot.
Try to get some of that moving.
Well, you can get rid of the top one. Yeah.
Sorry?
You can get rid of the top one. Just pick the top one.
What?
Get the back one gone.
Live look on Sheet B now. Ontario taking on Team Quebec.
Never.
And the Yellow Stones belonging to Jean-Michel Menard. In the meantime, our feature matchup, you see the flash from EJ.
Easy.
Back to the update. Marquine out of Ontario.
Whoa, guys. Whoa.
Playing with Matt Cam. David Mathers, Scott Howard.
No. Clean. Clean.
And it's a quiet little tap to pick up their single.
That double that he just missed.
And nicely done. So Marquine
But if you're a
takes
little
up one
hard,
more and a 3-point advantage over Jean-Michel Menard.
Either one, Kev. Whatever you want. Yeah. Just
you like that, Brent?
yeah.
Straight guard on it. Split the center line.
That's a big miss by Northern Ontario. Even if you clip the front guard, you're opening it up. You're giving yourself an opportunity to move
Fairly
some
high,
granite
guys.
around.
Fairly high.
Just clean, man. We're there.
Line's good.
Doesn't need
a curl.
You want to guard our other one at all? No.
You will be.
Whoa, higher the better.
Doesn't need a curl, man.
It's perfect.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Yep.
Little bit.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Good. Attaboy, Langer. Good shot.
So now EJ trying to make amends.
The red.
But try to catch
Hold the
both.
red. Hold the red.
Watch the other one.
Oh, that's too bad. Good throw. Almost got lucky off that red.
Everyone, I'd be shocked if that's there all end. Worst shot?
Well, he catches that thicker or thinner. He gets either one of those. If it goes off the red, it goes right into the mix.
Yep.
I still think you're light.
Advantage Alberta in a great position. If they can continue to guard, it does one thing. It can force Northern Ontario because of the position of the stones. It happens to open up. They can also make a play against those yellow reds.
I think we got to, I don't know, man.
If we're going to guard again, you need that 5 run back.
Like, we're into it.
Yeah, we're definitely
I don't
in
want to
it.
come off that right now. You miss that right now,
freeze.
we're toast.
What?
And the feeling that they're into it is that they know that Kevin Cooey's got that run on that short Yellowstone. That could leave them lying 2 or 3 buried. And so this is why they're changing tactics
Same way
now.
I threw on those other drop freezes?
Trying to get in front so that any run back limits the number of stones belonging to Alberta that there will be in the 4-foot.
Top 8. Got room. Sweep for top 8. On to line. Wall line. Wall line. Right off for line.
Don't want to.
Right off for line.
Don't want to.
Line's good.
Wait's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Sweep for top 8. Yep. Room still. Room still easy. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Yep.
And Ryan Fry,
Okay.
he locks one in there. Northern Ontario with hammer here in 7. They got 1 on that Tim Hortons button.
Sweet.
Well, it's a very nice shot by Ryan.
The Reds go.
I mean, I think he's coming off that, but I mean, I think even just even with this, yeah.
Okay. Half open? Yeah. Half open, full 12? Yeah.
You just don't want him. All he's going to be able to have is this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So are we taking that away? Is that what you're leaving it edge on edge so that if he does it, you have a 3-foot run back.
Top 12, yeah. Okay.
Edge on edge, top 12.
And there was a great explanation right there. You don't want to be buried because that takes away any opportunity. It's going to act a bit as a guard of the lid, and if it happens that Northern Ontario makes it perfectly, they're going to have a short run back to remove at least the shot stone as it currently lies.
Hard for weight.
Wait over curl if anything. Where are you?
Halfway, tight.
Whoa. This is not good. Oh, 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 oh.
Anywhere in here? What do you think?
He's got both of those yellows onto this, eh?
No.
Yes?
That one's tougher? That one's pretty tough too because it's so straight there.
Straight draw in there.
Straight draw right beside our red. No?
Then he runs it back, right?
Huh? Well, he's running it into here. It's into here.
That's good though for him.
Well, he gets rid of one rock. He gets rid of this rock and we're still buried. Or sorry, we won't be buried because that'll be gone.
Yeah.
He won't be running it with any weight, I don't think.
He just has to play it with tap. He always got to move it a rock.
What about guarding it?
Then he's coming off that.
I think if we guard it, he's coming around.
We got to draw, I think.
What?
I think we've got to draw.
What?
You?
He's going to play that yellow, probably.
Well, that yellow's harder than this one.
I think this one is easier
stop here.
than that one.
What's that? I think he's only got half of the intern.
Yeah, but that guard's super high.
What do you like, Ryan?
I think there are only shots going in. No?
What?
I think there are only shots going in there.
Still
What else do we do?
You can see how much better Alberta would have been set up if that last throw were about 2 feet further ahead. It makes the run easier. Northern Ontario freely talking about the run-ins that they think that Kevin Cooey will make. And he probably will, but they are difficult still because they are guards. They cannot be seen 100%
Line's good,
from the
guys.
hat.
Line's good. Just for weight.
Don't want to yet.
And so knowing that that run is inevitable,
Okay, line's
Northern
really
Ontario
good.
wants to
Wait's
get
cool.
to the
Line's
lid
really
and lie
good. Hit
two.
for T.
Still there?
No. Peak only.
Never. Never.
Stay with it though. Stay
Never.
with it though. Stay with it. No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
And it curls in nicely, and I think nice enough to be second shot. I think, Kathy, it's close.
I think you're right. I think it's red.
Sweet, boys.
Yes. Enforced, you got him forced. Like if you do get into that.
So you
red
watch
at all,
this come in,
one's gone.
Kathy.
This
They did
second
not
shot.
sweep that, and that's where it finished. When you go to ice another shot, you have to take that into consideration.
Not for sure. It just does that movement right at the end.
You definitely have room.
Stick it on it.
Board.
Whatever way you want.
Yeah, I think just board.
We showed you that movement all at the end.
Right? Yeah, I'm not going to be...
Come on, Kev.
I'm going to be easy board. Give me about an inch.
So this is that run they knew he would make. Yellow onto red, onto yellow, yellow,
Kinda
red.
just what I threw last time. Kind of easy board. Like that?
Yeah, hit it hair high.
That's a pretty good shot, Fry.
So
You wanna
moving
rethrow
that
it?
guard
I'll
on
let
the
you.
left-hand side of the line, straight into that line of 4. That will remove the shot stone.
Very interesting end here in 7. Skip stones now to come. First here from Kevin Cooley.
Hard!
Okay.
Oh. Jesus. That was a bad rock to throw for that one, eh?
What?
Is that the one?
What?
Is that the one that goes?
Oh, both of mine curled in the same spot I threw
Oh,
this
okay.
at you. Threw that pretty good, I thought, Chris.
Wow, that wasn't close for... I wasn't...
Guard that. Guard the 5, and we're going to be shot if he runs it.
Yeah, either that or you can try to go like here.
Well, I just don't know why we got to come in close. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Take both away.
Just it's such a...
Yeah. So go what? Go here?
No, I think we guard the 5.
Oh,
if we
go
guard
here.
the 5, he can't get shot by running that in.
Then we don't have anything.
We won't have anything for 2.
Oh yeah, we would. We would have the no.
As they talk it over, Kathy, let's go to
I don't
sheet
know what
D.
coming in-
Newfoundland and Labrador, Team Canada. John Morris throwing yellow stones, and from first glance here, Kathy, looks like a drop for 3.
It sure does.
Soft on it, but
This is one of those teams that has so much experience. They are never going to pack their tent and go home until it's over. And 3 points here would tie it up.
So
clean it, clean it,
Game on.
clean it.
Rycroft, Thiessen will walk this stone in. And as we get a better look, yeah, that's a drop for 3. And John Morris, how about right on the Tim Hortons logo?
I just didn't extend that one because I knew
The crowd approved, 6-6 after 7. Good battle there.
Your draw ran here, but that was a ways out.
Yeah.
Can he make that double? Can he
What double?
No?
The one Fry's rock.
Well, I don't think so.
All he has to do is...
I think it's deeper than tires.
Both teams
Can you
have
make that
about
red
11
double?
minutes left. There's been a
No,
lot
but
of
he'll
discussion
probably
in this
coming
game.
in off that if we make it, but
Each team also
Not much
gets
we can do.
2 timeouts of 90 seconds each. Of course, that's thinking time. Each team starting with 38 minutes. So after their discussion, Kathy, what's the play here for Brad?
Well, I do believe what he's elected to do is to throw a guard. What they want to try to do is not about scoring. It's really about taking away opportunities for Kevin Cooey and trying to place this guard in such a manner, almost right on the center line, that would take away the runs, both of them. Trying to get right in the middle.
Wow. I think he did it.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Well, if it goes into this one.
hidden? Well, then it should touch this.
Yeah.
It should lie 1.
You
Hit
don't
this.
think this goes like...
It might, but if we lie 1.
Well, this one will go flying out.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, you could make it onto the 7. Can you make the double if you make it onto the 7?
This one, I don't think you ever get this one.
Okay.
But
What's the best result?
Right there.
Well, does it go tick tick?
Or this one. This one's good too.
Yeah, I think that's the best one.
He might have a tough draw.
I think if you get this one, guys, it goes binging over the top.
Let's hit this
I think this one could work.
Could.
We probably get shot.
Okay.
So we're trying to hit it into
thin half.
Yeah, less than that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, Kathy, this is the guy you want throwing this shot.
It sure is. And
real straight freak.
usually,
right where you throw it, thin half.
This would be really, really close. We have seen two Kevin
Yep.
Cooeys. We've seen the one that made the triple last night that brought the crowd to his feet. And we've seen the man that struggled to make contact.
So it is all locked up at 4. Keep in mind, it is Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario, with hammer here in 7. Right now, it's red, lying 2. Final one from Kevin Cooey. Not a brush to it. Bump it over. What do they got? Little bump.
Hit a freaking...
But I don't think that's enough. I think it's still 2 for Northern Ontario.
Okay.
I agree.
Throw it away. Throw it away.
And
there is no shot for 3.
Skipper will gladly take his 2 and move on after a very entertaining end, at least from a viewer and broadcaster perspective. That was a lot of rocks and play, a lot of conversation, Kathy, but you heard them. They burnt a lot of time as well. So Brad Jacobs, final stone. He'll throw that away.
I'll clean it.
Content to take his 2 points. And the Brier champions from 2013 have the lead again. Northern Ontario leading 6-4 here in Calgary.
2. Last run, Jeff Stoughton.
12, close.
Needs to bend now just to catch the stone just thrown. Needs to bend and will just touch it. Northern Ontario will stun Manitoba. Final stone. Right now, it's Northern Ontario sitting the single. Need to touch the red on the way by. Oh! It came up just in time. 3 on the board. There it goes. Northern Ontario are your Canadian men's curling champions.
Northern Ontario, 5 Brier titles overall. What a feeling for Brad Jacobs and his team in Edmonton in 2013. Of course, you look at our head-to-head matchup today. They've won 3 of the last 5. Jeff Stoughton in 2011, of course, Glenn Howard in 2012. Such a strong Brier field this time around. Overall, Manitoba's won the most Briers at 27. Alberta with 26. And since this Jacobs team has come on the scene in Northern Ontario, they have certainly been a force. Brad taking 2 in the 7th. Northern Ontario a 6-4 advantage over Team Alberta, and Kevin Cooey, Alberta, with the hammer now here in 8.
That's there. I don't think you're heavy.
Trying to utilize the 2 Northern Ontario stones in the house to act as guards. And because they are staggered, Ben Hebert being asked to go behind those.
Let's look now quickly. Ontario, Quebec, Sheet B. Final stone on the way from the 2006 Brier champ, Jean-Michel Menard. Move the Reds, make the double, and it's good for 2.
Yep.
So Jean-Michel Menard battling back in this game. 8-7. Ontario still leads after 8.
You're going to look hard to find a team that enjoys themselves as much out there as does Team Quebec.
And the sit-down interviews with the skips before the event, Jean-Michel sat down and you could just see the smile on his face. He said he was lucky enough to play in Briers in Calgary before and was absolutely thrilled knowing he'd be back here in Southern Alberta to compete once again for the National Men's Championship.
This building was on fire last night. I felt like I was in an NHL game with chants going, and it's pretty spectacular.
It's all there.
What do you have of that yellow?
It does appear that Northern Ontario is shot. Brad just taking a look. knows that Kevin Cooey has thrown that corner guard for a reason. Will utilize it if he leaves it there. So asking EJ to make sure that it's gone.
Successful peel.
Same thing, Kev. It's too early for anything else. Yeah. It's lots less. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay, but it's lots less. Halfway. A little bit.
That's good. That's good.
Yep.
It's usable though. In case you get a miss.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
shot.
You have to give Mark Kennedy credit. He stays
shot,
with
Mark.
every stone until it stops.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Ryan Fry this time with a successful peel.
Are we shot?
Yeah, I don't know. No.
What do you like? Drawing
No.
there somewhere. He's like coming around the wide side?
Yep.
Okay. Back 12.
Right to the back 12.
And the
Ryan.
reason they're
Looking
not
good.
too
Yeah.
concerned about those two red stones is that you can see that there is a double there. Already having one behind, if Mark is able to put it to the back 12 at some point,
Slight.
probably on Kevin Cooey's first or second, you can expect
Yep.
that he will run that
There,
double to
freeze in the
line
top.
3.
What?
Top 8.
Freeze.
Top 4.
And Northern
Really?
Ontario is just
Yeah.
very
Okay.
effectively running
For
those
sure.
guards. So it's also a little bit about changing
I
tactics.
think you let it curl all day.
Let it get to the
Top
top
8.
one because it's not good on the other one.
Freeze it on the top, I guess.
Yep. 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 Okay.
So the original call was to come around, correct, Kathy?
It was back 12.
Wow. Pick it, no?
Are we just picking that top one?
Or freeze the back one.
What?
Or freeze.
I like just picking the
I
top.
think.
Would love to move that a bit, you know?
Okay, you want to just throw like control then?
Normal.
Okay.
I agree. I think that with the score the way it is, with Northern Ontario up 2, the freeze opens the door for 3. If you pick the top one, you are limiting what your opponents can score.
Yep. I know. Yep. 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 Whoa. 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 No. 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 No.
Want me to roll it?
Ryan Fry
I moved that.
gets the Reds moving.
I moved it, eh? Just.
Yeah.
My lock on. Get one in that pocket, boys. He's got a problem. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got to rip the outside one into the back.
Probably this one.
Okay.
Which way you like?
I probably like the intern. It's more natural.
Anywhere in here.
4 foot.
Okay, guys, lock it right on.
Well, and you
Same
can see
way.
the
Yeah,
troubles
right.
that
Yeah,
Brad Jacobs will have. If you corner freeze on that top red one, any sort of removal jams, and because of the other red one that's just been moved there by Ryan Fry, the Yellowstone won't be going anywhere.
It's there.
So it is about locking it
Line's
on.
a little
Needs
tight.
about a quarter or
Don't wanna.
half
Line's
Oh,
okay.
just
on
bite
an
the
angle.
4.
Line's okay. Wait's there.
Line's good.
Wait's there.
Room.
Wait's there, Kev.
Oh, then can't move it.
We need to get lucky.
No. Got to curl if we're a bit heavy. Curl.
Sit. Good shot, Mark. Real
Yeah,
good.
Mark.
Oh,
Pretty good.
Yep.
Good scrub, guys.
Good job.
He's looking good for 2 if we stick that.
We got to stick it.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
I know. Yeah.
Because if not, he just noses. Just get rid of it first off.
Yeah.
Peel.
Yeah.
Stick it there.
Try to stick it there, yeah.
Red just off nose onto the yellow at the back of the 4.
The winner of this year's Tim Hortons Brier will go on to the Ford Men's Worlds in Halifax, right here on home soil, March 28th.
Whoa!
Brad Jacobs,
Stick it.
bang it, stick it,
Shot.
you bet. And just like that, Northern Ontario line
Really good.
2.
That's
Player comparison time, Kathy, and let's focus on the skips.
Well, it has been a story going into this game. We talked about Brad Jacobs at the top of the board and Kevin Cooey at the bottom for all skips. That is so unusual, and these numbers are not the Kevin Cooey that we saw last year or previous years. Not sure the struggle, but we do know he's much better than this.
Player comparisons are brought to you by Ford, proud partners for 21 years with Curling Canada.
Where are we trying to roll? Right to the feet foot mark. Right over there. Didn't roll?
Yeah.
What are you throwing, Kev?
Control.
Little heavy. Whoa, Dan. No. 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 Lots of weight. No. Need some really finish, boys. Whoa. It's gone. Rock
Let's make this nose.
Okay. Okay, Kev. Again, it's not a bad throw. Just a hair straight. It didn't do anything. Well, Brad.
One thing that we've noticed, though, Kathy, this entire game, coming home, that outturn just runs, just doesn't have that finish.
It doesn't, and the struggles for Kevin Cooey are not as much technical, I think, as just some internal confidence challenges. And those are things that you can work out between draws. Very tough during a draw. You're just focused very much on execution,
Heavy.
line, and weight.
No. Heavy.
So Brad Jacobs, his final stone,
Curl.
would love to keep his shooter in the house, wants to stick around, and he will. So the force is now on for Kevin Cooey and Team Alberta. And Broom goes out. Looks like it's the draw.
Just a hair.
No.
Put on the button, Kev.
Not very clear cut what is needed here.
Use those world-class sweepers. Put it on the button. Keep yourself alive. Final stone here in 8 for Kevin Cooey. Needs the Tim Hortons button.
Line's good. T-line, boys. Line's fine.
You talked about gathering some confidence for the skip. This would certainly do it. Hebert, Kennedy, two of the best in the business. And a wonderful shot from Kevin Cooey when he needs it most. The Alberta skip, clutch. And the crowd responds. They're down by 1 after 8. It is now time for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge. After the game, go to finalend.ca. Enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 Brier in beautiful Ottawa. The prize includes tickets, your airfare, hotel, all the good stuff. First 100 entries have a chance to win the $50 M&M gift card as well. All participants get an M&M discount. So it's finalend.ca secret word coming up a little later on in the broadcast for you. In the meantime, let's update you over on Sheet D. Team Canada taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. John Morris has 2 Yellowstones in play. And this man, the Olympic gold medalist from 2006, Brad Gushue, needs the draw for his single. And Kathy, keep in mind, Brad had a 5-1 lead after 4. Lots of fight in Team Canada this morning.
Oh, for sure. That is a very experienced team. As you talked about, 3 members won this last year, would love to repeat. They are not going without a kick and a fight.
Brett Gallant, Jeff Walker. The front end will guide it in. There's the single for Brad Gushue. So 7-6. And it's John Morris, Team Canada, now with the hammer. So a close game over on Sheet D. Same goes for our feature game. Northern Ontario taking on Alberta. And that was a clutch draw by Kevin Cooey in 8 to pick up that single. He needed the button. He found it. So it is 6-5 Northern Ontario. And Brad Jacobs does have the hammer here in 9.
Well, and that is a huge shot for Kevin Cooey. We talked about the Team Canada next door that's playing so well. Every member of this Alberta team has won at the highest level. A couple of Olympians on this team, certainly Brier winners. And Kevin Skip last year. This is not a question of do you have the talent, do you have the ability. It's just an early struggle.
Curl stop.
You really need to figure out what's not working and how you can turn it around.
I mean, the experience, incredible. Brett Lang playing in his 10th, Hebert his 8th, Kennedy's his 6th, and of course, coaching important too, Kathy.
Well, this is the man that will really bring it together for them, I think they believe. This is sports psychologist John Dunn. If there's ever a discussion, you'll see their 5th Jamie King go out there, but that's why he's on the bench. He's there to assess how they interact with each other, what they say to each other, and there will be discussions for sure following this game, just about what they need to give each other, give Kevin in specific,
Man, that reaction.
so that the performance starts to elevate.
4. Sweep for back 4.
Back button.
Yeah. Let's try to be shot though. Full back 4. Tight. Is that enough? Can I get a hair more? It's not wrecking you. Close. Really close. T-line back 4.
Low then.
Line only, guys.
Wait's good. Lots of room.
Line only. Line only.
Miles of room.
Weight's pretty good. Needs to curl.
You're rock. Full back 4. I think we got to
Just bite the back 4.
Needs to curl.
Gotta go.
Hard, Mark. Hard.
Pretty good swing at the end, Kathy.
It really was. Brent felt that he needed a little bit more from the hack, and it did definitely finish. It just took a long time to start.
Yep. Whoa, yep. Whoa. Whoa. Red. Attaboy.
Good shot. Makes it double. Almost removes the shot stone.
That just missed.
Just guard ours. Straight guard, yeah.
Straight guard in the yellow.
Make it a good center line guard.
Yep.
Let's go to sheet B now. Ontario, Quebec, final stone. Here it come from Mark Keane out of Finland Falls. And you see the stone on the right in the leads. The yellow for Jean-Michel Menard. It looks to be a biter, so this appears to be just a hit for one, maybe a little roll to be sure.
Keep her going. Yeah, keep her going.
Still got to be usable.
Keane makes the hit, little roll, and you bet he's got the single.
Slugged in if you know it. Good. Good shot.
So one more on the board for Ontario. They're up by 2. Jean-Michel Menard will have hammer coming home.
And Brad Jacobs with final stone in this 9th end. Just wants to keep that front open. We'll worry about getting shot stone out later.
Dead guard ours, eh?
Yep. Good speed. Maybe. Line's good. Pretty high.
Okay, hard then.
Just over or what?
No, keep going. Line's perfect.
Keep her going. Keep her going.
Keep going. Let me. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's good. That's good. That's good. Shot, Mark. Good scrub. A little tighter on my next one. So
Brent.
You can stay there, so.
Yeah.
To guard that high, if Northern Ontario wanted to make a play at the shot stone, they could, but they do know that in the situation with the lead and the hammer, it is the stones out front that are going to cause them the most grief, and that's why they're removing them.
Okay, for sure.
Definitely tighter. A little bit more. Don't want this one over curls much.
This is clean. Line's good, guys.
Line's good, guys. Line's good. Clean, clean, clean. Clean. Shooting, Mark.
Mark Kennedy throws up another guard, a little tighter this time.
It's in a pretty good spot for us still, right?
I think you need to.
Straight peel. Yeah.
These guys make it look so easy, Kathy, those shots.
So which one are we
Very
gonna
good
throw
up-weight
here? Can't
throwers.
go on the lid.
Well, we'd have to do this.
You could do that. Hey, you really
Not on our last one. I think we guard right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Right
See,
there.
that's where, like, why didn't we have a plan? Like, what have you guys been doing for a minute and a half?
Shade more. Yeah, we were just talking about what we do on the last one.
Make it good so he doesn't chase it, right?
Yeah, I took a shade more
dead
than
guard
you.
ours.
Yeah,
Okay,
two-thirds,
Kev. You want him peeling for sure.
And part of the challenges of a new team, and also with a third that is sweeping and not in the house, is there are discussions both at the far end with Brent Lang and more discussions with Mark Kennedy. Sometimes they're on the same page, and then that helps, and sometimes they're not. And the discussions are good, but it is definitely eating into the time.
Probably needs to curl a little bit.
That there are a lot, and also
line's
changes
good.
the momentum when the skip's
Keep
sitting
going.
in the
Yep.
hack.
Needs to curl.
Right to the line.
Yep. Not quite to the line.
Keep it going.
Yep. Yep.
It's there.
Whoa. Whoa.
Easy,
whoa,
easy,
whoa.
easy.
Shot, Kev.
And from my vantage point in the broadcast booth, looks perfect.
We're going to get in the hair low.
It is
Well, or
covered.
else we hope he doesn't nut the 7, but if he does, it's game over.
This is a straight peel once again.
Brad Jacobs is first here in 9.
Yep.
Make that for 1. I like this. Just got to get an inch low. There's not a lot of room, but there's some. I expected mine to curl a little more, so I don't think it's going to take off.
Okay.
Yep. I think that's exactly right.
You got to roll hit and sit in the corner. It's harder than this shot, yeah.
So they're not quite biting 4 foot.
He's
so
okay.
that's how far you can tap it.
Yeah. He's just biting it.
I mean, you guys like this? Is this really our best chance
I don't.
to steal?
Yes. I don't know if you have anything else.
I like it, Kev.
Thought you
The
could.
other thing is try and drill those and sit 2.
Yeah, it's an option. You know. Never even thought about it. Let's call timeout.
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 So Alberta takes their first time out.
Because this is really hard.
Wow.
And even if you make it good,
I don't see getting under.
And usually it is alternate Jamie King that comes out for the discussions, and there's Jamie.
He's right there.
But you have to.
Like
You
there's
have
an
to
inch of
sliver.
air and with.
Yeah, no, I know.
Just thinking about making the double.
In the double.
You got a force on. He's got to stick around.
I have this much air.
No, I know. It's tough.
There is another shot. If we freeze right here, we steal one. Freeze an inch high, it has to be perfect.
He can nose it.
He can get rid of it.
He's never going to risk touching that to give us a 2 steal.
Yeah.
If you freeze an inch high, he won't give it a go. He'll just drill it high.
What do you think, Kinger? If it was 10, it'd be easy, but.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
oh,
he
yeah.
can.
7, oh, yeah.
Yes, he can.
Half the time he rolls out, half the time. It's maybe not that much for 2, but 2 is game over, right? So.
And he can't miss it. If he hits
Well, okay,
the 7,
question is, do we think it's a good opportunity to steal, or are we just playing the force?
Yeah, do you get a better one than this? Because we still have to steal once, unless we get 3 and 10, which is not likely.
I
I
like
think
our
they don't
first.
get much better than this. You make the perfect shot, you tap this,
I like our first
Tap
call.
it, get it to back here.
Yeah.
Just hope I can get a bit of curl.
Makes this real tough for him because you're a rock higher.
He's not playing that, though.
Good. He's going to pick it and give us one?
He's going to pick it and give us one if we make the shot.
If you make it. I think so, guys. Kinger, you in? Good.
Well, it's an interesting discussion. So they had talked about playing the tap on that Yellowstone July 2 and just show Brad Jacobs a piece. They feel that he'll just pick one and give them one. But then as Kevin got down to the hack, he thought the other option was to play that double off of those two reds and force. Those are two very distinctly different options. One is to steal, one is to force. And that's, again, something that the team is going to have to talk about as they continue to play together, is what's the philosophy? Because the philosophies to steal or to force, that's something that you really should have been thinking about before the end even started, Brian.
And the danger here with this shot, too, a little bit heavy, bump it the wrong way, wrong angle.
Weight's good.
Double for three, game over.
The game is over. You're absolutely right.
Back four.
Whoa, then.
Not heavy.
Can't go yet.
We're not heavy, guys.
Can't go. We're high.
Weight's really good.
Mile of room.
Really good.
We're high.
Play it the other way.
You want to hit it high?
No. Yep,
Sure?
just get separation.
Yes.
Get some
Unless
separation.
you're heavy.
Yep.
Linger, go. Go, go, go. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Feel. Just let me have a look without the broom.
I just can't get the broom. Even when I throw it good, I'm just can't get the broom in the right spot.
Dad knows.
No. Self-confessed, and that's the frustration, is that when he's got the broom in the right spot, he's not feeling like he's throwing it well. And in a shot like that, he had great weight, threw it really well, but the broom was wrong for both.
And now the double is certainly there for Brad Jacobs, Northern Ontario. Bang this, get them both to go. There's your three, and it's pretty much lights out for Team Alberta. Final stone here in 9 for Brad Jacobs.
No.
Nothing yet, wants to avoid the jam. Can he make the double? Bang, bang. Yeah, he does. 1, 2, 3 for Northern Ontario.
Okay, Ryan, good luck, bud.
And that'll do it. Handshakes.
Good luck. Good luck, Ryan. Good luck. Good luck, DJ. Good luck.
9-5 the final score. And a tough start for Team Alberta in their home city as they fall to 0-2. More action coming up from Calgary right after this. Please stick around.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
It is that time for the final end challenge to reveal your secret word. And that secret word is... Ooh. Tasty eclairs. All right, so now you know what you got to do. Go to finalm.ca after the game. You put in the secret word. You got a chance to win a all-expense-paid trip for two to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. First 100 entries have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card as well. So do that after the game. In the meantime, it's time for our game story, Kathy.
And it really was a struggle again for Kevin Cooey. Had opportunities in 2, 5, and 7. And that Brad Jacobs double, he took advantage of a Cooey miss, and that ended the game. And the number still for Kevin Cooey, surprising.
And the game story is brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. So we move over now and check in on Team Canada, taking on Team Newfoundland and Labrador. It's been a great game so far, and some fights from John Morris and his team. At one point, they were down 5-1 after 4. They battled back against Brad Gushue. It is 7-6. Gushue with the lead in this one. They're throwing the red stones. Of course, Team Canada throwing the yellow stones. And we've been keeping an eye on this game, Kathy. Anything that you've seen or has stuck out to you?
Well, it's just,
That's lined
you
up
know, the
pretty good.
fight
We're
of
gonna
Team
be line
Canada. We
shot
saw
rock,
this
eh?
yesterday in their game as well. They started very, very
So I
slow,
like,
and then they
just a
try to
hair
claw
high
their
side.
way back.
Right on the nose works too, Carter.
They do trail by
Same
one,
way,
but
control.
last rock in
I like
this
this out turn, though.
10th end belongs to Team Canada, as you see.
It'll just finish a hair rather than that
Lincoln 9
intern
by
run so
John
straight.
Morris.
Control weight.
Here more.
It was interesting at the beginning of the year when this team got together. I asked John about the differences of of skipping, and well, essentially coaching the Jim Cotter team last year because he played such a different role. And he said the difference was on that team, Brian, he was the guy that was just trying to keep people calm because he'd had the more experience at the big games. This time he's got guys that have been here, done that for years. It's more about getting energy levels up, and they do tend to start slow.
If I throw the same weight as I threw on my guard, the one
But
that
they do
slipped in
come
the
on
ring was
strong.
last end.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Foot or two.
But that's close.
Yep.
And a real nice change for Brad Gushue. He has this guy back in the fold. Mark Nichols, of course, competed in Manitoba for a few years with Jeff Stoughton, back on the rock. And he is a rock in the back end for Brad Gushue. Great success together over the years at the Briers, and of course that Olympic gold medal back in 2006. See the front end there in Brett Gallant, Jeff Walker.
Jeff! Yep, go.
Some really nice finish with that turn. We did not see that in our feature sheet today.
That rock just went sideways at the end to catch top four.
Just board, Pat. I don't like any last because then it might give him his own, right?
Yeah.
Board weight, half a rock.
Stay with the shooter.
2/3. Half.
I'll follow the red through in the house.
Meantime, Kathy, a photo finish to come here on sheet B. It's Ontario and Quebec, and it is indeed Mark Keane with a 2-point lead in 10. However, Jean-Michel Menard, that red stone, he can make the hit, and they think it's for 2. A measurement will certainly come. You see the Yellowstone.
It's too hard to tell from here, that's for sure.
They looked it over, Kathy, for a long time. So first things first, he's got to make the hit.
Clean.
As we watch Pat Simmons trying to make the angle.
Nice.
Little tap, so Pat removes the red stone. Our feature update now. There's the bang, so that is shot stone for sure. Now it's time to measure and see if it is indeed 2.
What do you like?
I think it's red.
Oh, he thinks it's red.
Draw again.
Keeping in mind yellow is Quebec, and yellow needs 2.
You make it both ways.
No point in looking at it.
Or
to play
you
the
play
extra.
this.
The stick is coming.
It's hard to lie too.
So they
though.
will measure, and when they know, you will know.
I like the draw.
We'll keep you updated, obviously, on that
I
one.
think the out again.
Yep. Okay, let's make it.
Hangs a little bit.
Yeah, even
like,
there.
I think it's that.
Yeah, we can get to that back one. Or
It's so close.
Back forwards. Okay, let's make it.
What's your bet?
same weight.
It's you guys.
You guys can sweep it a little. Maybe.
Put it right on the pin, Brett.
Jean-Michel says bets are open.
Not. We'll see.
He's such a great guy. It was so much fun.
No control. There wasn't there.
And our feature sheet with Canada lying
Brad,
one
the
buried.
straight wheel's no good, is it?
Cincinnati Labrador looking to go around.
Probably not.
I don't think it's great.
Yeah.
He probably just goes in here. We'll have to make something like that.
Yeah.
Martin Crate looking things over. Of course,
I
they're
don't
hoping
love it.
that
This might be our saving grace right
the
now.
Yellowstone will be the counter. And if that's the case, they'll play an extra.
Oh, it's us. Oh.
And it is red. So just one for Team Quebec and another win for the rookies out of Ontario. Mark Keane, Matt Cam, David Mather, Scott Howard, 2-0. Now this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
Guys, lots of room. Back four. Lot of room. You got more than the last.
It should get there.
Never for line. Never for line.
Meantime, back in our feature game.
Guys. You're wide open. You got to go, though.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yes. Hard now. Hard. Oh, you got guys.
Brad Gushue calling the line. Mark Nichols drag it back. It'll settle back button.
Good shot.
I don't know how much room, Kathy. You got a better look than I do from your perspective in the booth.
It's maybe a third.
Right here, boys.
I mean, we could try and move.
We'll be shot. Just T-line, Pat.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let them know where we are.
Pat very methodical in his pre-shot routine. Some great results. Look at the numbers.
Wait only, lots of room.
Close, guys.
Line's good.
Wait,
Line's
good.
Whoa,
T-line.
whoa,
Back
no
four.
line.
Whoa.
Line's not bad.
Back 4, back 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
then. Still back 4.
Whoa, we got room. Clean.
Play
Clean,
tight.
yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good line, good line.
Never, 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 never.
Pat Simmons, little bump. And for now, it looks like Team Canada is shot stone.
Okay, Pat.
I don't think they have second, but they do have shot.
Hey, Pat.
It certainly does look like the red stone from Newfoundland and Labrador at the back
Little bit more,
outcounts the
Mark.
one at the top.
Yep.
At this point, for John Morris, trailing by 1, needs to ensure a single
Same
point.
weight as last end, or?
As his father and now coach
You guys
watches
didn't touch
on.
that, though. Yeah, you could probably get away with it a little less.
Pretty incredible. Brad Gushu here at the Brier for the 12th time in his young career. 9th consecutive year at the Brier for him as well.
We've not watched this game all that closely because of our feature game, but again, some very good numbers from Brad.
Gotta go for weight 2.
Hard line! Gotta go!
Gotta go!
Gotta go hard, guys! Hard, Brett!
And another workout from the front end. Gallant, Walker.
Hard! Hard, all you got! Hard, stay on it! All you got! Hard!
Big scrub to get it by the yellow. They gave all they got, but a little rub at the end. And Team Canada still that shot stone.
Perfect weight.
Great rushing, guys. Style a little.
Like, I think we want to. I think his out's going to be.
Oh, line's great! Hard! Hard, all you got! Hard, stay on it! All you got! Hard! Hard!
Just that one rotation too much, and they just clipped the yellow.
Just
It just goes sideways in this
because
path.
this one's not going far. I think his out. I think his out is. I think his out is this rock, right? If we just throw back ring, it goes to here. That's what he's going to be his out, eh? So that's why I don't mind throwing sort of just through. They are, and it jams in their steel arm. Okay, but it's not bad because if we even get this right on the nose, we'll be shot. Okay, this will be second here, but this will sort of jam and open these up a hair, which is good for us. What's that?
Oh yeah, you can see the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I don't want to throw. I want to throw like a hack at the very most. The only thing we just want to make sure this goes to here.
Right.
Because if we leave this here, that's his shot to get at us, right?
Yeah.
Because if we do this.
Okay.
I mean, you might need a little
So
more weight.
what's your
than that,
ideal
though,
weight
John.
then, John?
What's that?
What's your ideal
Well,
weight?
The key is the best is to get our shooter right in there.
Yeah.
That's so. I think just
play the hit and roll then.
Yeah, just through.
Okay.
Just through.
I like
2
that.
feet.
Yeah.
3 feet more than Pat, just through.
And that's the weight, I think. Just through.
Yeah.
Very confident, John Morris, as he talks about angles. You almost feel like he's teaching a clinic when he's telling his team about where he wants to be. And these guys don't need the clinic. They know all of that. But it is John's way of walking through the shot for himself.
Interesting dynamic, too. We just saw Kevin Cooey, obviously leading Team Alberta, and Johnny Moe joining this team. And it's just a different perspective on a skip and a personality and the way you go about doing things.
It is, and I think that Pat Simmons is very good with John and just listening. He knows he's not talking to him. He's talking out loud. It's his way of working through what he needs. And you never heard Pat cut him off. He was just, okay, that's what you need.
Back line.
Whoa.
Back line. Clean.
Clean.
Back line.
Whoa.
More than you want.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa! No! Can't touch. Never can touch. Never can touch.
Just that little bit of extra weight. Runs that little bit straighter.
Yeah.
Time out, Brad.
I think it's us. You got 10 years on me.
Oh, I got. Do we play the hit and roll or just a draw?
I would give it to us for sure there.
Okay.
So I think that.
So what's the call here, guys? Do we try and get in here or do we just do that? Problem with this, we may leave a triple. I think if we're going to lie through you, you still play the hit, don't you?
Yeah,
But
but
again, we may leave a triple.
What if we guard?
Oh, Mark, that's genius.
This game's moved pretty quickly.
I think it's a great call. Yeah. If we guard.
No issue with timing.
How does he get 2?
As long as this one is. I think it's a real good call.
Take a good look again, Brett.
I had a good look, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I love it.
Some young eyes in there.
You want to look at
No, I guys, if even if we're not, I think it's still a pretty good call.
Well,
you can't leave him. We can't leave him something here.
No, we guard it. Like I'm just concerned we play the hit. I roll a hair and he got a nose triple for the win. If we play too aggressive when we roll to there, he's got a nose. You know.
So where ideally do we
like?
want?
Yes, if I make the hit and roll and make it there,
It's probably
game over. But if I make the guard, it might be. I think all he's got is that.
Probably plays a draw.
So.
Do we want to guard?
Just enough to
The
take away
middle?
wall.
Guard the middle of these, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, this was a really tricky shot where we started today because of how straight it was. It does seem that this
line
sheet
is
is
everything,
more
Brett.
predictable, more consistent. Their big concern is a respect for the weight that John Morris can throw and feel that if they play the hit on the Yellowstone, that is second shot, if they don't
guys
roll
like this over the hit?
perfectly,
Yeah.
they can leave a double, maybe a triple for the win.
Is that too much ice? For a guard?
But you have got to be covering that red stone, otherwise there's a
Depends how high
relatively
you are. I
easy
think
shot
you're
for John Morris for the
halfway,
win.
I think you're okay.
You like that ice, Mark? It's not too much?
I think it's max, but
Okay, give me a little lesson. Yeah.
A lot of people,
Give me a hair
Kathy,
less.
wondering if this is finally maybe
Okay.
Brad Gushue's year. He has Mark Nichols back in the fold. In his 12 appearances, only once has he finished below 500 in round robin play, which is very impressive. Lost that Brier final to Glenn Howard back in 2008. He was so close, and Brad has always said this is the one championship that he'd love to check off on his resume.
Line's fine. No, it doesn't have to curl.
Line's good, yes!
Hard, guys! Hard! Hard all you got! Hard! 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 Hard!
Good. Great sweep.
Doesn't have to grow.
The other one is this, Pat. It's a more natural angle.
I think this is a lot easier than that myself, but
Okay. We're thinking just a hair low side here.
not quite nose, eh?
I just like control though.
Yep.
Any more and we're gonna have too much spin.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're just crossing the face with that, right?
Yes. We don't. Nose won't do it.
Yep.
Just a.
You call. I'm gonna call line from here. You got the rest, okay?
Yeah. Just like, just a shade low.
Yeah.
Shade low.
Okay, Johnny, just control.
So what's the play, Kathy?
Well, you're running that just, you heard him, just a shade low.
So final stone on the way here in 10. Team Canada down by one. They need to score one for the extra, two for the win.
Finish the hair.
Bang him back. Little rub. Move the red. How far can it go?
What
so
a great
close.
try. Well read. If that rock curls a nano inch of a more, he's got it.
John Morris. So close to putting up a W. Get that red moving just another inch or so, and he's got his two and the win, but he will take his single.
Do I have it? Nope.
But we do have a little overtime, extra end to come here in Calgary next.
We feel really good. We've had a good year. We've won 2 Grand Slams, won a World Curling event, and we've been playing well. And I think this could be our year if we put it all together. I think this is probably the most confident we've ever been coming into the Brier.
Anytime you're at the Brier, you're playing in the big stadium like the Saddle Dome in a big city like Calgary, it's great. It's a good venue for people to come down from the north, so we're just super excited to be back.
Keep calm and cooey on. Draw 4 coming up later on TSN, and you have a choice. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 1. It's Brad Gushu taking on Jamie Cooey. On TSN 4, it's Northern Ontario taking on Jim Cotter and Team BC. All the coverage coming your way right here on TSN. An exciting finish, though, to come. 1 game remaining in our morning draw. It's Team Canada taking on Newfoundland and Labrador. John Morris so close to making that run back perfect and scoring 2. He picks up a single, so it's 7-7 in the 11th end, and Brad Gushu does have the hammer throwing the red stones.
And you and I were talking in the break, Brian, about how difficult that shot was and how he just, you know, he's able to line up angles and try to make something out of almost nothing.
Jeff Walker settles in, and Jeff will play the tick shot.
A little heavy? Yep. A little heavy. Real hard. Elbows. Yep. Hard. Real heavy. Hard. Hard. How heavy?
You saw
hard.
those really big numbers. They're trying to catch this on the outside.
No.
John Morris trying to get that rock out of play, wants it to hit the boards, and he can. It just does. So John gets to replace that rock.
Should be a ring there. I think it was just biting center line, probably.
Yeah.
That good?
So a chance for Nolan to make another guard. Again, with some huge numbers
Line's
from the
good
front
right
end
here, boys.
of both teams so far from what we've seen.
Line's perfect.
Weight looks good to me.
He needs to be the slowest spot on the sheet right here.
Clean, Pat. Stay on it. Stay on it. Yes, boys. Yes. Yes. Yeah, finish it. Finish it. Finish it.
Oh, it's easy. It's all there.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Attaboy.
Well, John wanted them to finish it. The problem with sweeping more is they knew that it was going to be tight to the house, wanted to make sure they had 2 guards.
This time Jeff's coming in.
He is. You know, you try the tick on the first shot, and if it works, that's awesome. But if not, Brad will try to get in and then worry about starting to remove as soon as he can on the next shot.
Lots of line.
Coming down.
No,
it's still there.
Whoa.
We're
Brad, higher the better on this one.
back 4.
Line is terrible. Just let it stop. Kurt. Oh, Jeff.
Just a little tap and roll, eh? Just back ring. Just back ring, Carter.
Back 12?
Yeah.
Well, the key is to just get here, eh? Yeah. We don't really want to nose it. So, yeah.
Carter Rycroft, second stones for Team Canada.
Good way.
Clean.
Little, yeah, it's
And
a
if
hair
he can
firm.
make
Oh,
this,
just back 12.
wow, that is not the start that
Hair firm.
Brad Gushu's looking for here with hammering an extra.
Well, that's what you heard him saying. Oh, Jeff, he wanted him to be
Never.
maybe 8 foot. 4 foot is usually bad for the front end. It's just too deep and gives your opponent some options.
Really like to make that.
I agree.
Even on the nose isn't terrible.
Okay, what kind of weight? Enough to kill it?
Yeah,
Not
just
quite hack?
nice hack.
Nice hack. There you go.
Hack. It's good weight. Yep. A little heavy. Whoa then. Whoa. Oh yeah, it is heavy. Eh?
Just a little, not much.
No. We're right on the nose. Okay, that's fine. Good shot.
Well, Kathy, this wasn't our feature game this morning. We picked it up in the 10th end, and we were treated to a spectacular shot. Final stone from John Morris. Angle so tough. He needed one to force an extra. He nearly got his 2 for the win.
Well, and that's what he was playing for. They thought that he would play the draw. No chance. Not with this guy. Saw the angles. Almost makes it for 2.
Johnny knew he was close.
Dodged a bullet there.
Wow. From Brad. And we talked about it, one of the best fields in the Brier in recent memory, and so many great shot makers. And if that's any indication, it should be a fantastic week here in Calgary.
It's not killing it.
Never. It doesn't. We don't need to.
Often when we do our pregame chats before the Brier or the Scotties, we'll find 2 or 3 teams that we feel are so much stronger. That was the talk at the Scotties this year, the front runners and then who would challenge for the 4th spot. Not so much here. There are so many solid teams.
Make sure we get it off, though, Brett.
We could be doing tiebreakers into next month.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay, clean it. Fine.
What turn do you like, Pat?
Intern. Just a high one, right?
John Morris not the least bit concerned about that stone in the house. It really is about trying to get the guards up and find a way to bury it on his final.
Whoa.
Line's fine. Line's good. Definitely over. Line's good. Line's good.
Clean.
Easy. Whoa. Line's good. Just cleaning.
Want to be splitting the center line.
Whoa.
And it's there. Whoa. Nice.
Real good, Pat.
3/4.
Here, buddy.
Brad will continue to try to eliminate the front stones.
Whoa.
Mark Nichols.
Yep. No.
Avoids the granite in the house, but removes the guard.
Another guard being asked for Pat Simmons.
I got a shade more. Oh, about the same.
Line's a hair tighter.
Okay. Line's good. Line's fine. Weight's about the same then. Whoa. Line's good.
No, it's going to over-curl a hair.
Okay. Line's good. It's about in the same spot. Line's good.
Never.
Good. Good, Pat. Good boy.
Love to make this one.
Okay.
This one's okay.
It's almost the same spot, hey?
Yep. Hair thicker is fine. Yep. Whoa.
Shoot her, Jeff.
Trying to run it back this time, Mark Nichols. Okay. He'll get the one in the house.
Okay.
Right there. Hey?
I like it. Right there.
You got her,
He's trying to get that front guard. Just misses that. Gets the stone in the house. For Brad Gushu and his team, it's about eliminating stones. And for John Morris, with only 2 stones left, will try to make a good one on his first. Hope that the run back's not made or the double's not made, and then we'll guard.
Right on top.
Force Brad Gushu into a good shot to win.
Yeah, we don't want to be top. I don't really think top 4 because then he has an easy run back. If anything, let him chase. Top tee line.
To let him chase means even if he's deep, you're thinking that if Brad wants to play the draw down to his stone, as long as there's rocks in play, it gives Team Canada a chance to steal here in the 11th.
Top tee line.
It's all there.
Line's great. Line's perfect. Room.
Line's good.
Room.
Heavy. Real good line. Heavy. No, Dan. No, Dan. No. Stay with it, Carter. Oh. Oh.
And that'll finish back 4. It is buried, but
Man. That's nice and quick there, isn't it?
yeah, will Brad run or will he come in?
Frozen, I think we're okay. As long as we don't move it.
Ooh.
I think we've been fine.
Frozen, we're okay.
Yeah.
But
just can't move
split
it.
the tee.
Yeah.
Frozen, we're okay, meaning that if he freezes on top, he does not believe that John Morris coming on top of it could get him shot.
You like this, Kath, or would you peel the guard?
Well, you know what? It's hard to know if, in fact, he can get right on top. Oh, gosh. Hope he's right. If, in fact, you can go right on top and John Morris cannot get shot, then this is fine. But if by going deep, John Morris can come down on top of you and you cannot get it out, this is a huge risk.
So Brad Gushue with his first here in 11.
Yep. Little bit of room. Easy. Okay, hold then. Back 4. Hold then. Line's good. Line only. Whoa. Not bad. Close. Line's good. Yep. T-line. Yep. Hard for line. It's curling hard. Yeah, right hard. Okay, line. No, whoa. Whoa through bumping. Whoa through bumping.
Split the tee. Split the tee.
Whoa.
By the guard, no problem. Now where will it stop?
Whoa. Yep.
And it finishes right on the Tim Hortons button. And now John Morris, though, a chance for a tiny tap to sit shot stone.
Yeah, I got enough room. Just gotta be back. We gotta be back button.
Ah, shoot.
Well, Newfoundland Labrador stopped sweeping because it was over curling.
So same weight.
Great weight by Brad Gushue.
Yeah, exactly. Same
An
way.
opportunity for John Morris to get shot for sure.
So same weight I just threw. Back button, boys. We got to move it 4 inches.
Okay.
Maybe to 6 if we can. Tight to that guard.
He made an absolute pistol in 10 to nearly win the game. John Morris forcing the extra and now his final stone here in 11. Needs another beauty.
Clean.
Clean it.
Gotta go a little for weight, maybe.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Weight's real good.
Whoa.
Get ready. Whoa.
Needs that break at the end.
Whoa.
Never.
No, can't. Can't for line. Can't for line.
Gotta finish. Gotta move the red stone enough. Bump it. And it looks to stop in time for shot stone.
Just bump it back.
Curls
Did, but it is
anymore,
open.
Man, I don't know why. It's been finishing there all day. Hey?
Well, his weight's pretty good. The finish they expected was a little bit more dramatic and faster. If it curls a little bit more, the Yellowstone doesn't roll as much and the red one's further back.
No, not straight jam, but
And some you lose some, kid. Very calm.
It's funny, though. It really seemed like Brad's cut more than John's did at the end and really had that finish. Actually, Brad's over-curled and John's just didn't get there.
When you heard John say, very confused about why that did not finish for him. So a great chance here for Brad
Can you get
Gushue.
the stop waving the flag? Thanks. How much time we got? Yeah. Just wondering about the ice. You think that's plenty?
I think what you're throwing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's. I think we can hold it. It's not going crazy
You
here
like
now
that?
with.
Even if I'm back 8, you think we get that by? Should I?
I think so. Like Brett through here.
Yeah.
So Brad just resets, uses his timeout in the extra. And we'll focus in on a big shot here to pick up the win. Game face on. Final stone here in 11. Brad Gushu needs a little tap on that yellow. Move it back enough and pick up the W.
Clean! Whoa! Clean!
Halfway to the half.
Clean! Whoa! Clean!
Walker, Gallant, just trying to walk this stone in. Gushu is good. Perfect shot from the Olympic medalist in 2006. And another victory for Newfoundland and Labrador as Brad Gushu chases his first ever Brier title here in Calgary. So let's update the standings now. Northern Ontario, Newfoundland and Labrador, they are still perfect at 2-0. Same goes for BC and New Brunswick. And of course Manitoba, Alberta, some surprises down at the bottom of the standings at 0-2. Just a reminder, coming up, Draw 4, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You have a choice. TSN 1, it is Brad Gushu again at 2-0, taking on Jamie Cooey. And on TSN 4, Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs taking on Jim Cotter and BC. So you have two choices and a lot of great competition here in Calgary all week long. Our first morning here at the Tim Hortons Brier, on behalf of myself and Kathy Gauthier, our entire crew, thanks for watching Canada's sports leader, home of the Tim Hortons Brier.